Hello and welcome to
I
our
hope.
third Go Jam. Hype, and everyone is not muted. Yes,
Hmm?
good. Yeah,
Can you hear?
not this
All
time.
fine?
Yes. Woohoo.
Mhm.
Dave, hello, welcome.
Alrighty,
Party of two.
with a party of two.
Mhm.
Hey, hey.
Oh, I see. So we're well on the way to the fourth one already, huh? That's great.
Mm,
What?
yeah,
The
yeah.
topic is a bit off.
Yeah. It's not on the Japanese, bro. That's from last time. But yeah,
Some action or
yeah.
random maybe. Make it chicken. Make it chicken. Chicken is good.
About chicken. Who have
Yes,
chicken?
that's the first topic I have prepared for today.
Okay, yeah,
Chicken.
good. Chef ate a
Okay.
chicken also. That's relevant. Where's the there? Chickens.
So what did you eat today? Any pizza?
I ate a kebab burger with French fries, which the meal came yesterday because I ate pizza yesterday. Because the uh, delivery fee is too high, and sometimes they also have like that kind of limit that you have to order like minimum of 16 euros or whatever
Mhm.
to actually get like free delivery or whatever. And then
Ah,
I uh,
Mm.
I just get like two meals. So I ordered like pizza and food for today. And
Mhm.
yeah, the French
and you
fries
put it in
are
the fridge and then eat following day.
Yeah, French fries after one day is not good. In microwave,
Yeah.
I didn't eat even everything. It's just there, like waiting for the fruit flies to go and eat it or something. So, that wasn't good.
Seriously, kote pizza. I want to have that.
Oh
Kote
yeah,
pizza.
yeah. Gotti
That's
pizza is
one of the
kind of
few things I actually miss in Japan.
yeah. Gotti pizza is kind of like a different kind of pizza, like
Somehow, yes.
from those kanky, what we call in Oulu.
Yeah. And
Uh,
it's also not quite like a traditional Italian pizza or anything. There's something special about
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Some
Gotti means home, so it's just home pizza. But
home pizza.
it's also not like home pizza like with what you make at home. Like that's also a different category. Like if you make pizza yourself, it's that's also something that you sometimes crave for. At least I am. I like that one.
Actually, just recently, I also learned to make pizza for myself, which is
Mm.
a little bit complicated because we didn't really have a good oven here or anything.
You should get a new oven. It's like come on, like you're making food all the time, and like
And
it's so sad that
but
your oven is so.
I'm trying to calculate here that if I'm going to be moving to Finland in 5 or 10 years, then should I buy a new oven? Because they're crazy expensive here.
Yeah,
You don't get it for 400 euros. You need to pay 1,000 at least.
yeah,
So then you need to divide that for each year you're using it, and is it worth the money? And that's how I
yeah,
think about it.
yeah. True. Pizza stone makes a big difference. Yeah, yeah. If you have like a pizza stone
Most
put
likely,
your
yeah,
oven.
most
So
likely.
yeah,
The problem is that the oven we have here is actually still more like a grill, basically.
mm.
So there's that kind of a big, how do you say vastus in English again? But anyway, the hot part, which is creating
Brain
the
says
air, so
like
it's actually a hot
monkey
part
is
that's
playing.
radiating. Hmm?
When he asks
Resistor.
anything like in on stream, like uh, my brain goes like monkey playing those hi hats or whatever, like.
Resistor. Yeah, so anyway, normally when you have an oven, it's supposed to be the air that actually makes the food heat up and cook, right?
Yeah,
And in the oven we have here, it's actually the radiation from the resistor that's doing it. So it gets all dried up and everything. It's no
yeah, yeah,
good.
yeah.
The heat
That's
is
bad.
uneven.
Yeah,
So no pizza stone will help it.
yeah. Hello, Oscar and Bruno and Dave and Jerry and everyone. Yes, hello, hello.
So Jeff, what did you eat today?
What did I eat today? I eat the same food every day. How can I describe it? Yeah.
Is it
Chicken.
chicken?
Uh, uh, what is that? Miko, you have recommended that one for me. What is that? The
Hmm?
Oh, that must be ages ago, like from Lidl or something. But kind of like
No. You have recommended something that is better than chicken. What is that? That is that kind of sausage.
Sausage.
what sausage?
You're eating sausage these days.
Miko recommended that to me. I forgot
When?
the name.
I
A few
don't
months ago,
Remember?
a few months or a year ago, something like that. I don't remember.
Yeah, a few months or a year. That's basically same in the latest
I mean, I
developments of
kind
the
of
world.
lost the time after the
Yeah,
pandemic, you know.
yeah. I know.
1 year down the drain, yeah?
Yeah.
Give a minute. I will check out.
We are still waiting for Jeff's food pictures. Totally.
Yeah,
It has to
totally.
be on the food server, food channel.
Yeah.
Okay, kalkuna.
Okay, yeah.
I
Oh,
see.
turkey, huh?
Yes.
I rarely eat turkey myself, but yeah,
Turkey sausage.
I assume that is a little bit better than chicken. Like
Yeah.
taking into account like how big the chicken business is compared to like turkeys. So
Yeah.
just that alone is like a reason to eat turkey, I guess.
Yeah.
Balancing a little bit like the world's consuming
So
of chicken.
I put it to cook with my noodle and vegetable. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. That yes.
Anyway,
yes.
the reason I wanted to talk about chicken was that basically for the full time I've been living in Japan, I didn't really have a good means to actually prepare a delicious chicken. So then on the NGD Discord on the food channel, Sirocco happened to send a video or link a video, which had one American, I don't know, gourmet or culinary person doing chicken wings, and there was actually one easy trick that made the chicken wings work. I mean, it actually worked. Like when you hear one easy trick and
yeah, it's always like
all the food
come on.
critics hate you or all the cooks hate you. This one actually works.
Wow. So what was the trick?
So it was baking powder.
And that just
So
on top of the
basically,
chicken, and then that's it?
almost, yeah. So basically, when I used to do, for example, chicken wings or chicken legs and put it in the oven, then if I cook it for 30 minutes or whatever and it comes out, usually all the fat has fallen out from it, and the skin isn't really good either somehow.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's like flappy and doesn't taste like anything.
Yeah.
So the very simple thing in this case is that you take salt and baking powder. I think it's a ratio of 1 to 2, salt and baking powder. So it's like a half teaspoon salt, 1 teaspoon baking powder. You mix it, and then you just rub it on the chicken, on the skin.
Okay.
Then you leave it for wait. It has to wait for like 2 or 3 hours in the fridge for it to actually work. Because it has, I think it has like an alkaline pH or something. So it actually starts working inside the skin.
Right.
Then you bake it, and then it becomes crispy and just perfect.
Nice.
I mean, it was so easy. This one easy trick.
Pros hate this trick, but GoPro liked it.
I mean, that's the feeling. But ever since I learned the trick, I ate 3 times already, I think, chicken wings because it's just too good.
Okay, nice.
So I just thought that Jeff might be interested because Jeff likes chicken.
Yeah, sure.
Making your
but
chicken.
Your way sounds complicated.
No, the point is it's easy. You just need to do it 3 hours before you actually cook the chicken. But the actual work is 5 minutes, maybe less.
Okay. You know, if I'm living in Japan, I would just gonna visit KFC.
This is way better than KFC and cheaper. I mean, really.
You can also like add citric acid to your chicken, and like it makes all the difference. There's a rumor of like a KFC chicken having citric acid, and that's the like secret like recipe or secret ingredient there.
Really?
Yeah. So in case you have citric acid at home, like everyone.
But I guess you could just put lemon or something in that case.
Yeah, I guess so.
Do you have a römertoff in Japan or Finland? Römertoff. Clay pot where you can cook without fat. So kind of like a Dutch oven, maybe. Let me see. Römertop.
No, I don't want to be famous. Bye bye.
Well, it's kind of like a Dutch oven, I guess. Steamer. But
Well, I have
just
some kind
means-
of chamber. So you could put like things to do that steamer and like slowly cook.
But you still need to heat it up somehow. So is it basically just that you put something in the container and then in the oven and then you cook anyway?
No,
Doesn't seem like
my steamer is that like it just steams the water, so just the water like cooks it. Just the steam. So it's basically just like
that kind of steamer, yeah. But this Römertop seems different. It seems like a pot where you put stuff inside and then you
like
close it,
aromipesä.
like a casserole or that kind of thing.
Do you remember aromipesä?
Aromipesä. But aromipesä is a little bit more like
That's for like a meme from
like a
90s or
crock-pot
something. Yeah. Like TV
We have a
shop that kind of
crock-pot,
like
actually.
yeah.
Savipata. But yeah, basically slow cooker. That's handy as well, of course. Just put the stuff in and have it wait for 8 hours. Then the vegetables are good.
Yeah, and like for example, carrot and an onion and those things which are like quite basic or not even like that great.
Yeah.
They become like so sweet and good and so it's just like
Yeah, exactly. Compared to raw or just cooking slowly, shortly.
Yeah.
So here we go, NGD cooking stream.
Yes.
Next time you're doing it in the kitchen.
Are we in the wrong category? Well,
Everybody loves food.
Yeah. But yeah. Hello everyone. Should we go to the like topics of today? How does it go? Do we show the like problem at least so we have something to look at while we talk about stuff.
Right there. So let me just open that one first then. I guess you're linking that, so let's just put this back there, huh?
Yeah.
Incidentally, I didn't plan this or anything, but the title of this problem is natto. So it's Steam actually. Do you know what's natto, Jeff?
What?
Natto.
It's that thing in sushi you don't want to eat. That's the.
Oh, okay.
Not necessarily. Okay, so let me write this in.
I mean, they had
Japanese.
not they had
Maybe you
not
understand this.
they had not the.
Okay, yeah, okay.
They had not the
Jeff, did you
sushi like in Japan.
Not.
Jeff, are you reading the chat?
Yeah. It's the same pronunciation as in Chinese.
Natto? Really?
Yeah, it's just we have a tone. Otherwise, it's the same.
And you know what it is?
Kind of.
So
Some
that's
kind of
the name of
beans.
this problem. Huh?
Natto.
Ah, why that is related?
I'm not sure if you talk in Chinese in the same way or if the... Well, it depends on your go adjectives. We will see later on.
Okay. I can't see why that is related. I just worked on many Sumego last night because I was watching Oscar streaming and Oscar was working on Sumego, so I did too.
Right.
Badu Pop or Weichi?
101 VT. Yeah.
Yeah, 101 Weichi. I guess we have even command or that. 101 Weichi.
Getting popular these days, yeah.
Yeah.
Weichi.
Wait.
So while Jeff is looking at this problem, I guess we might open the first topic, which was, I think the fun discussion might be the easiest one to start with, I guess.
That sounds like fun.
So to say.
Yeah. How does
So
one
this was
way to get it by reading all the books? I don't know. I don't know anything about them like getting programs from books or anything. So yeah.
I mean, obviously it's because it's China, right?
Mm.
Yeah. That's
Because China, yes,
yeah.
yes.
The easy answer.
Mm.
Yes. But
Yeah.
yeah. So we had like what? Sorry.
Like for example, so I know this Japanese Tsumego maker, Ohashi Hirofumi, and the Bandri Ikku was the one that we in the first Go Jam, I think we did one of the problems here.
Yeah.
So basically, I've heard him say several times that the instant he publishes a new Tsumego book, then somebody in China is already copying it and making it into copybooks, basically.
Some little Chinese there, like typing.
And they don't care. So
Yeah.
there you go.
But we must understand how copyright is like a new thing in Asia. It's like totally different culture. It's not like a like it's very Western thing to have like a thought about like that your art is yours and you own it somehow and you have also only
I guess
own
so,
the rights
yes.
for that. So like it's kind of Western kind of like a thinking. So yeah.
But like for example, Japan understands that extremely well, and
Right, yeah.
China doesn't.
Yeah.
So I think there's got to be some political agenda behind there, like basically, like from the point of view of Chinese politicians, if you have Chinese people copying stuff from abroad and bringing them inside and selling it as Chinese stuff, then it increases the Chinese economy, right?
Yeah.
So why shouldn't you do it?
Yeah.
That's how I understand it somehow.
Japan feels more Western anyway, so it's like
Yeah.
Japan is basically copying how America is doing things anyway, so
yeah.
they are extremely similar.
Hello, Parukpam. But yeah, so about the fun. So we had a discussion in Discord about like how weaker players have more fun, kind of.
I might phrase it this way: that I felt personally attacked when somebody on Discord said that because they understand less about the game, they can have more fun with it than I could possibly have as a stronger player. I felt personally attacked.
Yeah. But yeah, of course, fun is like very a broad term. So like, what is even fun? Like if you're talking about philosophy, you should always like define the words first. And I was going like and opening a little bit about the like word fun. What does it mean? Like, what does it mean when you say like someone is having more fun in Go? So I came up with like a bunch of different like kinds of fun. But if you have like in your chat or your Jeff has like more of these, then just tell me. But like I was going from my own perspective and like how I feel that I have fun with Go. So first has to be like we have this Tsumego here. So then like it has to be something about the fact that you can give this Tsumego to Go players or like bunch of Tsumegos to Go players. They might have like they might even sit in the same room together, but they are not going to laugh. They are not going to talk. They are not going to like socialize like with each other. But they are having so much fun. Like,
I mean, this is so true, actually. Like, if you have a group of Go players in any kind of bar or whatever, and you are having a talk or whatever, somebody puts out a Tsumego, and it's immediate silence, and everybody's just looking at the board.
Yeah, and they are having fun. I mean, if you ask,
if they weren't having fun, then they wouldn't be looking at the problem, I think.
Yeah, that's one way, one kind of fun. That's something about like puzzles and like working with your brain, and it's kind of like similar to like, for example, well, if you take other games like, for example, Super Meat Boy or other those kind of like very hard like platformers that you are banging your head against the wall until the wall breaks and you are like, yeah, my head is so strong. I can solve this out. Like that's basically it, and that actually follows your level. That like any level has Tsumegos. At any level you can like just take some problem or some like situation from God. It doesn't have to be like life and death or whatever, but like some kind of situation that you have to solve.
Bang your head a little bit against it until you get it.
Yes. compared
So
to
yeah, so it's some kind of a satisfaction, huh? After doing or figuring out something.
Yeah, well, the part of that fun is that the satisfaction of like, of course, like that you in some point get it, because if you don't get it in any point, it is not like that fun for hours. But if you have like bunch of problems that you can solve, I guess they are more fun than the one problem that you never solve or something like that. So like,
Yeah, if there's a problem that you could never ever possibly get, then
yeah,
that's just not interesting, right?
yeah. So
So it has to be something
yeah,
that's difficult enough, but not too difficult.
yeah,
Also,
challenging your
if
brain.
it's
Yes.
easy, then it's like just looking at the problem. Oh yeah, this is easy. Next, 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 next. That also doesn't feel like doing anything, right?
Yeah, but like the part of the fun is also the like journey there, that you work it out yourself, and like it's not fun if you just get the like solution.
Yeah,
If you have
exactly.
solutions and you just read the like to make a book, like you're first looking at the problem and then you read the solution, that's not fun. Of course, so it's about using your brain yourself.
So this is just one type of fun, right?
Yeah, this is just one type of fun. Then there's like a totally other part of fun, like totally the other end, which is kind of like an inside jokes kind of thing, like some weird moves, for example, like how can this
Yeah.
possibly work? How is this even go? And like we are just laughing and we're like having so much fun. But that's like only for core players. It's like some kind of inside joke thing. It's not even about your level. It's just about like, for example, Jeff sees some like weird move and like says and everybody in internet is laughing and like we're having so much fun. But like what is that about? Like that is some kind of fun.
I started the game with P11 just to see Jeff's reaction, and then Jeff, yes, got it.
Yes, so that is the category of and that's some kind of fun for sure, and that like requires basic understanding but doesn't follow your level, like the other one was following your level. Then there is like a kind of together with this one social fun, like that you go to, like for example camp or something like that. We are not having campus later probably like this spring or like something, but like when corona is over we gather on some like small cottage and go there as a group and play games, go and other games. But yeah, but that fun comes from like game evenings also, and like congress or whatever, like it's about this fun also, social fun of like laughing together and stuff like that. I guess laughing goes to this one because laughing is very social thing to have. So if you have like some like I don't know, just having some go jokes or whatever, that's also social, because like usually yes, laughing is very social thing, and you usually don't laugh that much if you're alone and like just reading the same stuff. But yeah, so I would put that one also to social. It's nothing about your level. It's just social. It's like it could be any game, like Monopoly. Monopoly is not fun. I mean, like the mechanics is awful. Like what is that game? Like
it's pretty terrible. Yeah.
Yeah, that's hideous. Like why would you ever play Monopoly? But it's the fun comes from that, like your like friend is landing on your hotel or whatever. It's not like about like, yeah, I knew how to make this hotel, like brain kind of fun. It's nothing about that, but it's like the fact that your friend goes to your hotel and he has to pay or she has to pay you, and you are like laughing at him, and like yeah, that's the fun.
Laughing at the opponents. But
yeah, but that's social fun. Yeah, and it's different from inside jokes kind of fun, because it's like so anyone can have fun with
the relationships you have with other people, or the fun comes from the relationships.
Yeah, and this is different category because it's nothing about level, nothing. Like you don't have to have like it doesn't require basic understanding to have social fun with Go. Like you can like play with someone who doesn't even know rules, and they can have this kind of fun.
Yeah.
Then there's like a competition fun, like I guess Jeff's fun is mainly this one, if I'm not mistaken. Do you agree, Jeff?
What?
Like when you have yeah, when you have fun in Go, it's basically like competition fun, like that. You have have a success in tournaments or whatever, and that's why you also follow like politics and football because they are like competition.
Yeah, that's about right. Yes.
Yeah. I planned this right because like I put this one in the middle to activate Chef. But yeah, this so but yeah, this follows your level a little bit, but it's like only if you have suitable tournaments, because like if thanks for following, Neil. Yeah, so if you are like for example Q player and you go to like Finnish championships, you're not probably gonna have that much fun compared to like some Q player tournament, or like some tournament which has like prizes also for Q players, or like some kind of like
so the competition doesn't match you, for instance.
Yeah, so that's kind of like the tournament is setting you a goal so you can reach that goal. Or you can like reach yourself, set yourself a goal, for example, that you must win like 3 or 4 games out of 5, and like then you would be happy. But like anyway, the like fun comes from reaching that goal, and usually it's set up by the tournament, and the fact that you get like some prize money or whatever, it's like what you get that 10 euros, like you could get 10 euros in a weekend doing something else, but like that's just like some kind of like a achievement to get. Like it's nice to get some prizes.
So typical of Go players. Ask them if their game is fun, and they will go into deep detail about the definition of fun.
Yes. This is kind of like a lecture thing. I'm sorry if I'm like ranting too much about this, but like, yeah, we have to define the word fun before going any further. Then there is I mean, just tell me if you agree or if you have any kind of like other fun that you are having fun. But this is like how I am having fun, and it was also very fun to make this list.
Basically 3 types so far, right?
There's brain, inside jokes, social, competition.
Competition was the last one.
Yeah.
Huh?
Then there's at least two more, which I came up with. Self-improvement is one very big one, which is either positive or negative. It can be like a positive thing if you actually have some improvement, but I would see that also as a negative thing if you are not improving at all. Like that can be a negative fact. Of course, if you are caring about it, but like that can be like a factor of fun, because yeah, if you improve and you see yourself as like a better player all the time, then like that's some kind of fun. It's like kind of like a slow fun, but anyway, something. I would call that as fun.
It also very quickly becomes pressure, because if you're not improving, then it's like, I need to work harder to improve.
True. Yeah. That also affects other fun. Yeah. You're not that having that much of social fun or inside jokes fun or brain fun or competition fun if you yourself are not improving and you have like that social pressure of like improving and stuff like that. So yeah, that affects a lot. And then there's like a meta fun, like what Jeff is like also doing a lot, getting like some real life things to go and vice versa. Those are fun to me, at least. And I guess like many of us are viewers, because like that's kind of the special thing on this channel, the meta fun. But yeah, is there anything missing? Because like I feel like at least like art is kind of like even though like Go is very like aesthetic game, like it looks good and stuff like that, but it doesn't have like any like music or literature or anything like that. Well, we have Hikaru and other stuff like that. It's not, at least that kind of like thing is kind of like missing from Go. So it's like because many of the like fun things that we nowadays do are this like art kind of fun, or like literature, or like visual stuff, or music, or like movies, games. Like they usually are very visually like exploding and like everything. So this kind of thing is missing from Go, at least, and like at least lacking, if not like completely non-existent. So those are like my list of fun. Did I miss anything, or like, why do you have fun?
if we just work from this for now, so we have the argument that somebody said that weaker players can have more fun than stronger players, and we can just compare them in terms of the definitions that you just came up with.
Yeah.
So competition, so that should work for either. Competitive fun should be possible for both, right?
Yeah, if you just have suitable tournaments. Yeah.
Yeah. So what was that brain category? Was it like problems or something?
Yeah,
But
that's
there's also problem
yeah.
for many levels of players, so
Yes.
that works for both, right?
Yes.
You had social fun. Well, that obviously doesn't matter. I mean, you can have it on any level.
Yeah.
You had
inside jokes, kind of like weird moves and like
that kind of thing also should.
Yeah, but once you have like the inside jokes, understand that you have learned the rules, then you can have like inside jokes about Go, like empty triangle, haha. Like, yeah, it doesn't require like pro level or anything.
Is it the kind of absurd kind of thing? Like I played P11 because I could make it work, and let's just do something fun on the board. That might be different, I guess.
Yeah, so they're having like maybe different kind of fun. Like maybe pros are having more competition fun and self-improvement fun, and the Q players are having social fun and inside jokes fun. But it's all about like how you yourself are having fun. For example, I noticed like doing this list that I am a lot of in the category of social fun and brain fun.
Mm-hmm.
Those are my categories. So like social fun is missing totally from Go at the moment. Like kind of like, well, not totally, but like a lot, because for me the social fun is like campus lady and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean we're having like this is like the highlight of this week for me, like at least Go wise, because like we're having so like socially fun with Go, but yeah, that is definitely lacking. Like around this time, because like corona, so we cannot meet up and like have fun like that. But yeah, the brain fun is why I play games at all, like any games usually. And Go is definitely about that. So those are two strong ones in my category. Of course, inside jokes are fun, but that's in anything. Competition is not so important for me. Self-improvement, well, I mean, like it's nice, but it's not the main thing why I like play the game. So for me, like those brain and social are the most important ones. So it wholly depends like why you are playing the game and why you have fun with things. So like if you are very like competitive person and that's why you are having fun, you should like realize that and like just have yourself more tournaments. If your town doesn't have tournaments, just like organize them and have fun like that. Because like if you are a competitive person, then just have tournaments. God damn it! Like that's don't complain that you are not having fun because like there's no tournaments or whatever. Like just make it happen. Because also like organizing the tournaments is part of fun. But like yeah,
to some degree anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess. One argument you could make is that when you compare a fairly weaker player and a really strong player, I guess the way they use their time is still a little bit different. Like stronger players actually do spend a lot of time doing something that looks serious, so to say, like solving problems, which doesn't seem so fun, or playing competitive games, which doesn't seem so fun to some people. To them, it might be, or it might not be, but it might be, well, especially if you want to become stronger, then it turns out that you need to do, from time to time, you need to do things which you don't actually enjoy that much, right?
Yeah.
Like, which is the case whenever you want anything, basically, enduring.
So,
but it doesn't mean that strong players are incapable of having fun. So it's just like how you value the different things, right?
Wow.
Let's have more fun.
Ooh, thank you.
Tankai, thanks for 20 euros. Let's have more fun. Yes, thank you.
Let's have more fun.
And we hit the 200, but that doesn't mean that you don't you don't have like space to donate anymore.
Now we say for Go Jam 5, right?
Yeah, or like this is third, so fourth, kind of.
I mean, fourth we have now with 200, I guess. Hopefully see.
All right, yeah, sure, yeah. So like then like let's try to hit the fifth Go-Jam also.
So anyway, Jeff, are you having fun right now?
I don't know how to answer this question.
So no.
I can't get away from the code here, so I don't know what to do.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, Jeff is having the brain fun totally, like, and we are kind of having the social fun or I don't know.
So Jeff
meta fun.
not get away from the code. Did somebody else try to solve it? Oscar maybe? Or Go Dave? Go. We have some strong people here.
No. Okay, I'm still stuck. Okay.
What kind of a code is it?
Direct code?
No, you didn't get it.
Yeah, I guess I don't get it. So I know you guys are talking about. I don't know. Yeah, I know you're talking about fun, but that's it.
So what is your reading, Jeff? Let's say
Push and white block, and then to miss call.
I guess I should remove the sounds from here in just a moment. Push and then what?
Block, yeah, this one, and then black card and a white block, and then the.
Very straightforward. No,
Yeah,
this is
so
the best.
I know that's not the best. I'm pretty sure that's not the best. I just don't find anything else. Yeah.
Okay, so we can say up to here basically is correct. So instead of the block, white might try. Well, if you try this one, this is just dead, right? I guess Jeff is not seeing the board. Jeff should enter the room, maybe.
Oh yeah, sure. One moment. Yeah, I'm just looking at the screen.
Yeah, so Jeff has a short lag here right now.
Yeah. Okay, not me. Yeah,
so
this is clearly
dead,
that.
right?
Yeah.
And white might. Well, else I guess white can only try this one, huh?
But
So
that's
this
too
is
easy.
here, right?
That's too easy. Yeah, and
and
push.
just,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If black played this one instead, now we could still have a call.
Yeah.
But the black just plays here, and because E1 can remove the eye, this is just dead. What else could white try? How is this jump? I thought about it just now, but is this like a push? No, push is alive. Do we need to place?
You just do the brutal stuff.
Just do the brutal stuff. How brutal?
Just you have an eye, and I take away your eye. Yeah, poke the eye.
I'm not sure I understand.
Poke the eye. Yeah, F2.
Yeah. I poke the eye. I see.
Poke. Yeah.
Yep, this should work. Yeah, so something like this, and the eye is gone. Yep. Yeah. So white can only think about blocking here. And the cut here seems like the most obvious thing, but then white sets up this code, and you can do better. So
starting from here, huh?
Yeah.
I read almost everything already. I didn't get away with it. Oh, you think that's also a call, and you think that's a better call, huh?
Sure.
So I can do. Yeah. So yeah, that's a better call. Basically, that's a better call. Sure. Yeah. Let's say yeah. Okay, but that's still not right?
No, that's correct. That's the best.
That's correct?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, but I denied that because I thought that's still a call. Okay.
I think that's why this problem is called natto, because it's stretchy. So it kind of resists. I mean, it looks so weak and dying, but it's actually not dying.
Yeah, F1.
Yeah, so F1 is correct.
Yeah. Okay.
So, well, black obviously threatens the cut here, so white has to defend. This one does
also like that. I was trying to be away from the code completely.
No, not completely. So white plays this one, black plays Atari, and
while make that boring stuff.
White connects, then it's still dead, right?
Yeah.
Black connects under. So white doesn't play that, but persists.
Right.
Or endures, or I don't know, stretches. Nebaru.
Yeah.
Nebaru. Let me write that in Japanese.
No, life is
Somebody can figure out how to translate this to English. but Nebaru is
Ah,
yes.
yeah, it's like yeah, you kind of use paper to make a house and live inside it, and now it's a thunderstorm, and you need to actually make everything connected everywhere you're running around the house. Yeah, make everything connected.
A glue, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I guess
It
that
sounds
that
like
is up.
chicken.
That is the meaning. Yeah.
Oh,
Mm.
loosely translated
know
means
that's a joke.
chicken. Turkey.
Mm.
But yeah, so let's stress to everybody that this is way better for Black than a normal co, because Black can play elsewhere, White plays here, and it's still a co-fight, right? So you get
Yeah.
one free move elsewhere.
Yeah.
So how this actually works in a real game is that Black plays elsewhere, and White also plays elsewhere. White says like, you cannot kill me with one move, so why should I play anything?
Yeah.
And this is because if you start the co, Black takes it, you play a move elsewhere, Black connects it, then you don't really want to have a stone at A, right?
Mm.
As opposed to playing elsewhere, then Black is like, I want to kill it.
Mm.
And you play elsewhere, and Black connects. So now you avoid having to play a stone at A.
Yeah.
So this is the actual discussion that happens with a approach call like this one.
Mm.
Black wants to make White to play the F2, and White really doesn't want to play it until he can win the call.
Yeah.
White loses like 4 2/3 of a point if White approaches. Hmm?
What?
I don't understand it.
I think that's some kind of a conclusion. It has to be.
Maybe.
But I know White directly lost 1 point plus a move. Are you telling me a move is just nearly 4 points?
That sounds
In
Yaseki.
this area?
Yaseki. No, that's from your book, lol.
Auntie, that's from Europe. What?
So it might be the kind of argument that in case White plays this one, so now it's now White is 1/3 alive in this case, right? And in this case, it's kind of like White is kind of
Half,
not really,
yeah.
but kind of that kind of argumenting. I think I did write something like that, but it's very complicated.
Mhm.
But yeah, so it's kind of an investment for White to play this move to start the call instead of just having Black kill immediately.
Mhm.
Kind of investment. Anyway, that was the story of Natto.
Mhm.
That's why 4-9 is more accurate.
This must be like your average 2 or 3 don't throw on 101 Weichi. So Jeff, was it?
Sorry?
Was that fun? The problem? I didn't let you get the problem, so it wasn't very fun.
Not very fun.
Right.
Although, if I understand Jeff right, then usually most of the Go activities Jeff is doing are not very fun. I mean,
No.
this video might be fun to Jeff, but like doing Tsumego or playing games or
Yeah. Well, I guess
it's
if
different kind of.
yeah, if I pick from those my categories, it's like competition and brain in that order,
Yeah.
I guess.
It's not the kind of fun where you're like, "Yay, I'm playing Go! This is great! I love my life."
Yeah. But yeah, it's competition fun and brain fun. What are like your categories? Because I told you mine are like social and brain. So what would yours be, Antti?
I can do almost anything, I guess. All rounded.
What feels your own category if you have to pick one or two?
Which I prefer or which I actually.
Yeah, like if you had to pick, for example, one, what would that be? For myself, it would be probably the I don't know. It's actually hard between social and brain because they are so different. Because
But it's still difficult to say because it totally depends on the surroundings or the circumstances.
Yeah.
Like for example, if I'm playing online training games, extremely enjoy it or anything. I just do it because I have to do it to stay in shape. Right?
Yeah.
And as a professional, I have tournament games which I need to prepare for a long time, and you could say they're also stressful in a way, but they are also fun in a different kind of way because it's just a game experience in itself is something I prepared for 2 weeks, and which I made sure that I can play in the best possible shape, so I can feel like this is the chance to play good Go, right? And
Yeah.
you don't really get that very often.
Yeah. Is that preparing also like one of the categories we might have missed? Because I just read when you were doing the Sumago, I was reading the comments in chat, and I came up with that there like there is probably a category of creative fun, kind of like making like
Most
like
likely, yes.
because like comparing it to chess, like that there are so many options you can play compared to, for example, chess, which is like more restrict. Like chess is kind of like the Tsumego, that there's only one answer or whatever, compared to like Go, which is like opening kind of thing that you have like your own world to create. So that's kind of like a creative fun also. Like
I guess, yeah.
yeah, it's
You can
kind of
do
like a
whatever
sandbox game compared to like compared to just
board game. Now
yeah.
let's still go to
Yeah.
the original sandbox game.
Yeah.
Huh.
So that is probably one category also. Like it's very creative.
Antti is preparing for a match like preparing for athletics where you need to taper off and rest just before. Yeah, pretty much. Like it's not just once, but many times that I've thought about that. Well, okay, that's not exactly it. Okay, my main thought is basically that I'm flabbergasted when some people say that competitive mind sports are not sports. That's a real thought I had. I've used that so many times in like, well, for example, in Finland, where I say that I'm a professional Go player or I'm a sportsman or whatever, and it's like, so what do you do? I play a board game, but that's not sports. And like, the feeling is a little bit like whoever says that doesn't understand what sports is. I mean, I want to retort that.
Yeah. Sports is for like many people. It first like yeah.
Right?
Yeah, goes to physical, but the sports doesn't necessarily have like definition of physical exercise kind of fun, but like it's just
I guess personally you can qualify however you want. Like if you wanted to have something physical, then fine, your sport has to be physical. But like it doesn't mean that preparing for a Go game is inferior to preparing for a physical competition, because there's still a huge amount of you need to be in physical shape as well to be able to play well, and you need to prepare daily, and it requires huge amounts of discipline. And that's completely the same between physical sports and Go.
Yeah, and that's so for example for esports also, that they have to be like physically in condition, and also have like top rank like reaction time and like whatever like that. Like you have to be like training a lot.
So when somebody says that's not sport, you're not doing something real. That's just whatever.
Yeah. But esports is not sports; it's esports.
But yes, so like for me, for example, I get a notification for my next tournament game always 2 weeks before the actual tournament game. So of course, I don't live in Tokyo, anywhere nearby, so I also need to immediately book my train tickets, and I need to book my hotel for it. And I usually book several days in advance so that I'm not moving right before the game, because that's still basically, well, it's some physical work anyway, to having to move around and so on. I want to have my game, my day before the game to be as relaxing as possible.
Yeah.
So usually I go like 2 days before. I stay in Tokyo at a hotel. Day before, I'm just walking around and going to a park or whatever, just to quiet down.
That's nice.
And of course, the rest of the time, I'm still studying Go all the time. I might look into my opponent, what kind of a player he is or she is, and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But you can even say that's my job. So that's what I do for the most of the time. The actual game itself doesn't take too long.
Yeah.
Preparation is way more.
But what was your like? Did you pick one of the fun categories, or is it hard to pick? Or
I cannot really prefer one over the other. They're all important, more or less.
yeah. So like a kind of like a whole package of thing. Like if you're missing one, it's not the same anymore.
Kind of, yeah. Does it help you to study the opponent in advance? To some degree, yes. I mean, it's I didn't usually plan any specific tactics or anything, but I try to get an idea of what kind of a player they are or how they think from their games, and then I just try to do some. Generally, I want to do my own thing instead of trying to prevent whatever the opponent is doing. That's the main thing.
Yeah. But yeah, so what is our conclusion to this question? Like, are they like canceling each other out, or like having fun and like improving your level or whatever? Like, are they canceling each other out, or like are they opposites? Is this even a real question to ask?
Well, when we analyze it enough, I think the question just breaks apart, kind of. I mean, it depends on what you want to say with it.
Yeah.
But if somebody tries to say that I cannot have as much fun with Go as they can, then I think there's something is wrong with them.
Yeah. So like I guess it comes down to that, like they are talking about different kind of fun, and they are not like going this much in detail of explaining fun like we did. So it's okay. Like they have different funs in their minds, and like it's very hard to discuss.
But it could also be the kind of how you basically spread your time, right? Like weaker players might spend more time just doing random Go stuff and playing the fun shapes and whatever, and they might even improve still because they're still basically weak enough, you could say. And strong players cannot do that. If strong players want to get even stronger, if we have that assumption, then they actually need to work for it. That's something you could say, I guess.
Yeah. But that's also,
and you can also say that strong players tend to take the game more seriously, which is why they have comparatively less fun as opposed to serious study. That's also something you can say, right?
That's also something to consider when you like are thinking like, should you be like a very strong player? Because like if you want to get like, for example, the top of Europe or like top of the world, even then you have to like have more fun with the competition and self-improvement fun than like social fun and inside jokes and stuff like that. Because if you are enjoying those more, then you are gonna have like hard time when you are like having less social fun, and like you should more like have fun with the self-improvement. Is that if you don't have fun with self-improvement, why would you want to be at the top of the world? So that's kind of like a thing to consider, because like I feel like so many things we take as like we all have to be like always self-improving, or like trying to find the best moves or whatever, and like we are always like going forward, and like it's kind of like a social pressure to do that even, and
social pressure. Everybody has to do this.
Yeah. So
something is wrong with you if you didn't get at least 1 stone stronger this year.
Yeah. So at least like one point to take from this all is like question your own like fun. What is like why you are having fun with Go, and should you actually be top of the world, or should you just have like fun like with some jokes or whatever? Yeah. Because it's not what everybody else is saying that you should like this is how you should have fun with Go. Like it's all about you and yourself. How do you feel about Go, and like yeah.
The reason I try to improve is I imagine Go is more fun the stronger you are. I would generally like to think that as well, because it means the game becomes more nuanced. I mean, you have more ways of thinking about the game, right?
Yeah, that's kind of like the self-improvement fun also.
Yes.
Kind of.
But like, for example, when me and Jeff discuss some games, we can go into very, very nuanced detail about why this move is bad or why this is good, or obviously you wouldn't do that kind of thing because of that small detail over there that most people cannot even see.
I guess that's also coming together with the creative fun, which was missing from the earlier ones. Because because if you're thinking like suddenly you have like, for example, if you're a painter, suddenly you have like so many different tools that you can use, so you can be even more creative. But if you're starting with only like a normal pencil or whatever, then like, well, good luck having fun with that. Or like if you want to be creative, I mean, like, yeah.
Yeah, it might be something like self-fulfilling kind of fun, maybe. That might be
Yeah.
the same with art as well. Like feeling that you are there doing something and you are actually able to do something and attach new meanings to different things you're doing
Yeah. Yeah.
instead of just copy pasting.
Yeah. At some point, I heard something along the lines: "If you're smart, you should be able to get so done in 1 year or something." And that ended up being a really toxic thought to have on one side. Yes, indeed. Yes.
That's toxic, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Nobody
I
can
mean,
tell you what to do
smarts
like
have
that.
relatively little to do with Go anyway.
Yeah. It's not like like we have like sometimes jokingly said like all Asians start from one done or whatever, that like no one starts from anywhere. You just have to like, even if you are like a very like a talented person to something, it usually just means that you, for example, like some like this kind of games more, or like if you're talented in maths, you like maths more, so you just pay more time doing it, and then like it doesn't mean that you are automatically good. It just means that you are like having kind of like a more fun with self improvement with the subject. So then you just become stronger because you are having more like training and stuff like that. So like, yeah, it still requires the work. But if you're not having that much fun,
like a swear word for me.
Yeah. If you're not having that much fun with the self movement, then you're not getting like that much fun out of it. You're doing it less, and then you don't improve that much. So I see talent as that, just like having more fun with the self improvement of certain
That's
subjects.
also pretty much how I think about it. Being talented is being willing and wanting to go through the effort of something.
Yeah.
Let me put it this way. This was a question I had in mind for today. Jeff, what is your ideal Go student like?
Ideal Go student?
Yes. Silence.
The most important one will be calm, rational thinking, not so emotional. That's number one.
Okay, but that's just about their personality. Well, okay.
Personality. But that is crucial.
Is that number one?
I think that I would say that is number one because let's say nowadays all the trouble I'm basically facing to is the other side.
I don't think that's your number one.
Okay.
I think your number one is that the fact that the student does work on their own without you having to actually point out everything to them.
No, that's also important, yes, but
it's not number one, huh?
Because if one comes to me, normally I assume they want to be stronger, and they ought to do some work automatically. Otherwise, they shouldn't come to me.
Yeah, okay. So you're basically assuming that they already do the work for themselves, which might actually not be the case. Okay.
I assume. But let's say, but if they don't, then basically there's nothing I can do because regardless of how many problems I have told them, okay, you have this and that problem, it requires their experiments in games to try it out.
Yes.
Yeah.
So isn't that already like the number one? You're just assuming that that's like basic level.
It's number one that Mikko, I know Jeff assumed it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's not actually the case for many Go players, right? I mean, it's not actually something that you can just assume will happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you take like
that, a lot about what to me personally talent means, which is that you actually are willing to go through the effort of doing whatever you need to do, and you do it.
Yeah.
And maybe also you like it, but anyway, that you're willing to do it.
Like if you take some like very talented like children who become like top of the world in, for example, like I don't know, like acting or whatever, and they're like child stars, and like then like they kind of like might forget like in the hype of like they are so good and da. So they might have like forget what is it that actually to be like and like go through the effort and like do stuff. Like they just might forget all that, and like then they lose the like magic of doing that. They don't enjoy it anymore, and like then the fall becomes like they're not stars anymore. They just are the falling
like,
stars.
As far as I have studied expertise and talent in general, like there's not even really a kind of thing where somebody is just naturally good at something.
Yeah.
You don't magically become a super strong Go player because your brain is optimal.
Yeah, you need to do the work. Yes. So everything it is, it's just like you enjoy doing it, so you do it more.
Yeah, I mean, there can be some individual differences in how quickly you can incorporate some information, but those differences are not big.
Yeah.
And much more important is the fact that you're able to sit in front of the Go board for 6 hours a day, actually thinking actively about the game. And that's not talent, that's actual sheer willpower of doing the work, right?
And I heard from many, for example, artists who like draw very well. That wow, so you're so talented in drawing. So
exactly this one, right?
That's the worst.
It's a gift from God.
Yeah. Like, do you realize how many hours of pain and like blood and like tears I put to this to actually become this good? It's not like I just magically born with this.
Actually, when you think about it in that way, when somebody says you're so talented, how are you able to do it so natural? You're so good. It's actually not even a compliment. It's more like a
a fuck you.
You put into it, right?
Yeah. I guess like not many. Yeah, it's an insult, but like they don't take it as an insult probably. Like I mean, they're not thinking further when they say that. They just mean like okay, so you're good.
Of course, it's not intended as an insult, but you could take it if you're in that kind of mindset.
Yeah. So they don't mean it when they say that, but like
What if we have two people who each play a game a day for a few months? One person reaches 5Q and the other reaching 15Q. How do we describe the difference between these two? Yeah, that could happen. What do you think, Jeff?
I don't understand the question. So just the two people studying together, starting from the same level?
Yeah, let's say you have a Go club and you get two new people, and you have both players play the same amount of games, like for example, one every club meeting, and they don't do anything else. And then after 2 months, one of the players is 5Q and the other player is 15Q. That could happen, right?
Yeah.
So what is the reason to that?
But you have to look into specific because I mean, because I have seen this kind of cases before, that the one who actually reached the let's say the higher rank or namely stronger, his improvement is not necessarily because he understands Go better. Rather, he understands people better or understands competition better, and so he knows how to intimidate the opponent.
So you could use other parts of their knowledge.
So not necessarily that. So let's say this happens often. Like when I go to some youth championship. Let's say I guess back 2 years ago I went to German youth championship often. The winner of the tournament normally doesn't attract me. I always look into the second place, the third place, or the following. It's always like that. The winner normally somehow doesn't attract me. There's only one winner attracted me. Only one so far. I think all the other winners, they say, okay, this kid, you like it? I said, no, not interested. Because of this reasoning.
That's a nice compliment. Thanks, Parukpam. Like Go Radio, only if we had this every day.
We can try to accomplish that.
But it comes back to like personality and like if you have like, for example, twins, they have like exactly same genes, but it's still like every person is a different like own, like they have their own temperament and their own personality. So even if they are doing the same stuff, they like live in the same family, like they're twins, they become exactly like the same with same genes, and they like live in same family, same environment, they go to same school, they like get everything same. But then the other one likes, for example, metal, and the other one likes classical music. So then, like, how do you explain that? It's just because of personality. So like the same way, you cannot expect that everyone like sees the world differently. That's the good part in humans, that we are all different. So that's the difference, like between the like 5Q and 15Q there, because like they just.
I would also argue that what's going inside their heads could be very different. Like it might be that one of the players just isn't really concentrating that much during the game, or is thinking about weird things, or
that's it.
Anyway, it could be that one player is playing some music inside their head, like whatever latest pop song is going there. And the other player is like analyzing calmly, like, okay, so this is the same as chess, this kind of thing, or I can use this psychological trick, or whatever.
Yeah, so that's the personal difference when it comes to reality there, like that they are
it doesn't paying attention to the game, because you can also think about the game in between your games. Like if you're looking at a time span of I don't know, 10 months or something, that's a lot of time that you can just think about the game inside your head. Even if club meeting is the only place where you play it, right?
Yeah.
Like in Queen's Gambit, you have these scenes where the main character is just chessboard.
In the ceiling.
The roof. That kind of a thing. Of course, that's fiction, but anyway.
But we are all different, and we pay attention to different things, and like it just comes from there. So it's not necessarily that the other one is smarter or other one is more talented or whatever. It's just like they pay attention to different things, and like that, or like Jeff said, like one might be like just like more intimidating as a person, or like any other like difference like that. It's just suits better or whatever. Like it doesn't mean anything. Like it's just like personal differences.
Also, I think that I'm pretty sure that the science was that. If we had this kind of fictional setting where the players were using roughly the same amount of thinking or time for playing the game, which was, for example, this one club game per week, even then it is possible that some kind of differences in the brain, or we call it a fluid intelligence, I think, can cause differences, especially in the short run. But when we continue the activity for a long time, then eventually the results basically become the same, if the people truly are using the same amount of effort for training. The science, anyway, as far as I remember.
Isn't it hard to argue that the character from Queen's Gambit was not talented, more than just working hard? I mean,
the character in Queen's Gambit is the very word for talented, which doesn't exist because it's fiction.
But also,
no real person like that exists.
Yeah, but also that's like, she was very interested in that. Like so that's her talent, like to be very interested in chess, and because of that she spent so much time of like reading every book and like doing like mind exercises before going to sleep and stuff like that. She was actually paying a lot of time not on the board but like everywhere else, like thinking about the game. And
even then, as it was depicted in the show, she actually got extremely strong with extremely little work. And she was doing drugs and having fun and drinking alcohol and
so of course it's fiction.
Yeah, of course.
But fiction is like that. You have to like make it like very very sharp and very like that kind of like a extreme to show the point, because if it's just a little bit,
need to make appeal to the masses, right? And it doesn't appeal to masses if the show is about 20 episodes where the person is just looking at the chessboard. Right?
Yeah. It's like if you are like drawing comics, it's not like if you're drawing big eyes, it's not like you draw a little bit bigger than like realistic would be. You draw them like big eyes. You draw them bigger than your head or whatever to make the point that this guy has big eyes. So it's kind of like the same way of like showing in the series that she was very like kind of like a talented, or like that she like improved fast, because they had to like show like it's actually fast, not like relatively fast. Like okay, like realistic average would be like, for example, 5 years, so we make it like 4 years and 11 months or whatever. Like that was a little bit faster. No, you have to be like 1 week. and it's there,
Yeah,
then it's good. So like, it's so, and it's like
I actually
fiction.
remember.
That's how it works.
I think I read a Facebook post by Hajin Lee about the series,
Yeah.
and one of the main points that she was also criticizing was basically that there's no way this is in any way realistic. I mean, this depiction of this Beth character who just like that becomes a like where is the effort? She didn't do any effort, and how can she have so much makeup? Like, there's no way to have that much effect makeup when you're playing competitively.
Yeah.
I mean, that makeup was just that was the final dot which made it for me. Like a perfect comment. I mean, I hadn't thought about the makeup point of view, but it's very valid as well.
Yeah, it is.
She's a movie star, so he has to be with perfect makeup all the time, of course.
Yeah, she looked gorgeous in every shot. They really made her like star of the show. So like every shot was like so perfectly like set up, and
After all.
yeah. Lei, thanks for raiding. Hello, welcome.
Irashai.
How was your game? Game was good. Opponent was better.
Wait, so we actually used more than 1 hour already for the initial talk.
Yeah. So should we talk also about the other 2 topics we had prepared?
Yeah.
Chicken. Wait a second. So I think because we also want to look at the
game
Corona Cup game we were thinking about, and the Corona Cup only connects to one of the 2 the 2 topics we had for today. Which was how to deal with winning and losing, which I think is maybe better for today's content as well. So do we go with that?
Yeah, and then we can have the dogmatic thinking later. Like
yeah, that can be for next time. It's a little bit more disconnected from the rest today.
Yeah.
How to deal with winning and losing.
I have to shut up.
Yeah.
KJS just threw me out, so like I have to go back there.
I see.
So of course, well, I prepared this topic for this Go Jam over here, and of course, maybe the winning part of this is not too much of a problem because usually when you're winning games in general, things are going good for you, right? Jeff, is there something wrong with winning games?
How can there be?
In general, it's things are going well and just keep doing the same thing, right?
Yeah. Winning never create a problem. Yeah, the losing always does.
Yes.
Yeah.
And before we go into details here, I thought we should maybe spend a little bit of time just recapping the fact that basically always you have a 50% chance of winning a game, right? I mean, if you don't have a 50% chance of winning a game, then either you're choosing your opponents or your rank is wrong. Well, even in that case, you're choosing your opponents, right? So you're just choosing your opponents.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or you might be cheating, but let's not use that topic. So anyway, you expect roughly 50%, right? And if it happens that suddenly you're winning more games, it might be because you improved, if we assume that you're not cheating. And so then you win, I don't know, if you're on Taijim, you win 10 or 15 games, and then you rank up, right? And then your opponents are tougher, and then you win 50% of your games. And if that's still not the fact, then you go up 1 more rank, but eventually it settles down and you win 50% of your game, right?
Yeah.
There's no such thing as winning 70% of your games unless you're at the very top of the world. Like the strongest players in the world when playing their peers get something like 60 or 70%. You cannot get higher than that.
Yeah, after all, it's just like 2-player game, which should be balanced. So the black player and white player wins. So it comes statistically like down to like 50-50 for almost everybody of us. So
on Taijim, you could consistently win 11 out of 20 and never rank up. But it doesn't quite work like that. Like if your winning percent is 55, then from time to time you will still win more games in those 20, and from time to time you will win a little bit less because it's not like okay, for the last 19 games I won 10 and I lost 9, so of course the next game is going to be a win. Because
Yeah, it's not.
because that's not how probability
Yeah.
works, right?
Yeah, that's not like okay. In this test, there have been already like 5 A's, so the next one has to be B. It cannot
Yeah,
be A
exactly.
anymore.
I'm throwing a die here. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So the next one is a 6, right?
Yeah, no, it doesn't work like that.
That's not how probability works. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. So most likely, even on Taijim, if you consistently with 11 out of 20, because of the variance, you will eventually get your right ranking, which is a little bit higher. Maybe.
yeah.
Well, it's hard to say if 55% is enough to be
We have a
one
lot
stronger.
of chickens
65.
running today. Say thanks for following. I'm in raiding. All the chickens.
Did Zek win?
How was your game? Did you win? No, hello.
But yeah, okay, so the winning part was basically covered with that, I think. If you're winning, things are going well, keep doing
Yeah.
the same. And
Yeah.
and actually, if you're winning too often, then it becomes big. Then the reason is that your rank is wrong, or you're cheating, or you're picking your opponents yourself, or because of the player pool is somehow small. You're the strongest player of your playing pool, which doesn't really happen online.
What about winning by time? Well, that happens all the time, like for both.
On OGS, huh?
100
OGS
move,
has bug recently.
100 move go.
But you didn't change the topic yet, by the way.
Oh,
Now
yeah.
talking about
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. So
how to deal with winning and losing with it.
how to deal with winning and losing. Yeah. So yeah, in case in case of you winning a lot of games, yeah, do the same thing until you start losing again.
So let's now come to the main deal, which is how to deal with losing. So of course, if you're just losing individual games, but you're still winning like 50% of the time, then things are going just as they should be, right?
Yeah.
I mean, unless you're assuming that you should be improving. But that's a bit of a separate issue, I think. But how about the losing streak? What to do?
Yeah, that can be at least like a very depressing. Like if you're, for example, having it in Congress and you have lost like 7 games out of 10, like,
Like 5 losses in a row, going in round 6.
Like, yeah, let's not talk about that, Congress.
If you've lost a lot, you're sure to win a game soon. Yes, that's how probability works.
Yes, yes. Well, that's actually bad thinking. Like I have so many times like been there, like losing, like for example, 6 games in Congress, and then like, well, the next opponent must be like weaker because I've lost so many, so I must win
Yeah.
the next one. Like I cannot like it's that statistically
always
also
goes well, right?
correct that like I would lose now. Like come on, there has to be wins.
Yeah,
So-
inside a tournament it can be like even worse, yeah, because
Yeah.
actually the immediately the next opponent is adjusted by a result, right?
Yeah,
Inside a tournament.
yeah,
Online it takes some more time.
yeah.
Okay, so Jeff, what do you do if your student is on a losing streak?
I have to ask, are we assuming we are still in the middle of a tournament or not? Because that's important.
I see. Okay, so let's first do in the middle of the tournament. That's a good idea.
We are in the middle of the tournament. God, okay, that's hard. Well,
Okay. Let's do the easier one then. So there's no tournament going on, and it's just online training games.
so there's a losing streak. Well, that's much easier. So normally take a few days off first, so to get the mind fresh.
Okay.
Yeah, so to get the mind fresh, because basically during the losing streak, one normally has collected a lot of let's say negative thought in his mind, and yeah, let's say also the depressing feeling, and taking a few days off and don't even touch Go. Do anything else that is fun or something you are good at. For example, just do some simple game that you can easily beat the opponent, like computer game. You play against those big computer. Yeah, and then get some good feeling back, and then come back. Yeah, normally I give them a short break like that.
So
Yeah, and then
Mhm.
yeah, and then after they come back here, first then basically it is like it's basically like yeah, okay, this computer there's too many things that is running, and I can't really fix it. Yeah, where it is going wrong, so just a reset. It's similar.
reset. I
Yeah,
see. I see. Restart
yeah,
and
Yeah.
let
yeah.
it cool down a little bit because it might
Yeah,
be
yeah,
all.
yeah, yeah. Exactly. Yeah, it's similar to a computer. And after that, well, because they take a break. I'm thinking in my mind about okay, what is going on in those games and what goes wrong. And then basically on a pure white paper, I basically give a new indication on okay, here I suggest you to do this. Then this is a new start.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that will be that is much easier. So yeah, that is in case if we are not in the middle of a tournament.
Have you
Yeah.
tried turning it off and on again?
He's plugged
Is
in.
it plugged in? Oh, so that works for Go players as well, not just for technical support. How to become a top Go coach.
Is it plugged in?
Nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay,
Yeah.
so basically, if I can rephrase that, so one of the main things was basically kind of trying to get the student out of a negative losing mindset
Yeah.
and more into a neutral or, if possible, even kind of a winning mindset by playing even some different games, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or possibly
Yeah.
sandbagging.
And if in the middle of the tournament that
Mhm.
happens,
Yes, okay.
yeah, that's difficult because you have very limited time to do this. But actually, it is similar. First, for example, you imagine we are in the Congress, and so we lost several games.
Mhm.
Normally, the same. Yeah, let's say right after the game, get some good food and have some fun. But don't look at the goal. Don't come back here. Don't come back to the venue. Basically like that. Yeah, stay away from that for a while, and then for example after he feels better in the evening we may talk, and so basically let's say I quickly conclude something for him and give a new indication on tomorrow is a new start and what you should do. And the most important thing is you are the best, you're gonna win it, yeah, let's say I trust you, you're gonna win it.
Yeah, Racket,
Yeah.
thanks for flowing.
So kind of positive thinking kind of way.
Yeah, give anything positive. And actually, no matter what I say is secondary. It is important that he speaks that to himself. If I say this and he thinks the opposite, whatever I say doesn't matter. Yeah, that is the difficulty when this kind of adjustment has to be done in the middle of a tournament.
Right.
Yeah.
When you're losing, you start telling yourself the world is against you, the weather is bad, the
Yeah.
breakfast is as good as usual.
Yeah.
People on the street look at you wrong, you slept poorly, your back is itching. Until you realize the absurdity of it all.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that happens all the time. Yes.
One thing goes wrong and everything is against you.
Okay, but now there's an interesting dilemma here. So let's assume that I'm Jeff's normal regular student here. I'm an amateur player. And for me personally, it's very difficult to tell myself that I'm the best before a game because I know that's not true.
Yeah.
And I know that I might try to psych myself like that, but I don't want to because I know it's not true. I want to work from something that I know to be true. So what should I do then?
Well, not so difficult.
Not so difficult?
Yeah. So you don't have to tell yourself you are the best. I mean, that is just to show the direction. Let's say I don't always tell my student that you are the best. I don't use this kind of language. I'm just saying this is an example. Tell yourself something true but positive.
Positive.
Yeah, positive. It is important to be positive. For example, hey, you lost that many. Look at your opponent tomorrow. How many games did he win? Hey, he lost to this guy. Remember how you have beaten this guy before? It's not a problem, right? Yeah, just all what you need to do is to perform normal. Our question is here is all what you need to do is to perform normal, and how you taught you to perform normal.
And that's
you just
a
need
very
normal.
difficult question.
Yeah.
You just I'm just saying you need to perform normal.
But like, isn't that actually one of the most difficult things when you're on a losing streak to perform normal?
Yeah,
Yeah, but I mean, when you speak like that, that doesn't sound too difficult. Yeah, let's say. When you talk to the student, you just need to play at your level, you beat him. You don't need to say I need to play well.
Mhm.
So it's even like you just need 60% of yourself, you beat him. Yeah.
Yeah, but that is a good point what Antti said there. Like different people can take this differently. When you say like you just have to play normal. It might be that some people are taking it like, oh shit, like because I've lost so many, that means that I'm not playing normal. How do I play normal? So, and then it becomes
You
like
most
that
likely
thing
don't
that
feel
like breathe
normal,
normal,
like,
and then you're like breathing not normally, and like yeah.
like it's actually possible you don't trust yourself anymore.
Yeah.
You don't trust what you find to be normal because you're so shaken up from the previous losses. And
Yeah.
isn't that possible, Jeff?
Sure, it is. But I mean, let's say yeah, this is the hardest part to do as a coach, basically. Yeah, let's say if no matter how much you push him toward one direction, yeah, it's just like it's a very heavy rock and it goes downhill. You're pushing very hard. Okay, go up, back uphill. I mean, the stone is too heavy. And if the stone doesn't push himself back uphill, it will gonna go downhill regardless what you do. Yeah. Yeah, that is the hardest part. So it is important. Let's say it is actually not about what I'm gonna do. What I can do is actually limited. It is important. You yourself get yourself out of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is a good point also.
This is just this was actually my preparation. I mean, the earlier question about Jeff's ideal student was a little bit of preparation for this one.
Right.
Because the student has to be there to do the work, right? You can only give directions.
Yeah. What I can do is limited. Yeah, it's just similar as people say, okay, this coach is a really good coach, and basically he did some substitution that actually changes everything. He can do the substitution. He can actually push the things towards one direction that he thinks that is right. But if the players doesn't react in the same way as he thought, then it doesn't matter.
That is a good line there, Yakako. You can lead the horse to water, but you can't make him drink.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you are the horse yourself.
You can drown the horse.
You can drown the horse.
Antti, if you're as rational as you claim to be, when you told yourself, I can't lie to myself about being the best, you should also know that the next game will be another 50-50, no?
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty close to how I would deal with it anyway, yes. I mean, I do try to do my best not to bring my previous baggage into my current game, right? It's better to start from a kind of a clean slate kind of thing. So that's what I try to do. But of course, that means trying to control my emotions and feelings and everything for the game. And personally, I have 2 weeks of time before the tournament game to do that, right? But that doesn't work for most Go players.
Yeah.
So that's also different. In the middle of a weekend tournament or Go Congress, it can be pretty tough.
That is a good one, Padukpam. Remember why you like Go. That's especially if you are not in the middle of tournament, but like if you're like some people in chat said like when I'm losing, I feel like quitting Go and stuff like that. Then just go back to your those list of fun. Like why do you like Go? What is the thing that you like in Go? And like just do that. And like if you like socializing with Go, just go to game evening and have fun. And like forget that you are losing so much. Just go and like see other people playing and have fun. Yeah.
It seems like there might be a lot of kind of extra baggage affecting your thinking. Like, oh no, I've lost so many games. Does this mean I'm weaker than before? How will my friends see me? This is social pressure because I'm not as good as anymore.
Yeah.
How will they think about it, about me? That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which is totally not related to you actually just playing the game, right?
Be proud that you are at the tournament. You can take the time off. You can pay for it. You took the effort. That already counts. That can be like quite, I don't know, depressing also if you're like, well, I got this far. Like if you're, for example, in a tournament that you have like trained for the whole year or something like that, like some championships that like, okay, this is my year, this is my last year to get pro or something, and then okay, I got this far, let's just go home. That can be also like a
Participation award.
yeah, at least you participated, pat. But I see what you mean.
Jumping Point had a nice comment earlier. As a former Jeff student, I know what he will tell you. Next game is the most important. I thought Jeff would say that too. Why didn't you?
Yeah. Sorry?
Because again, it's obvious, huh?
Do I have to say that?
Yes, to Western students, you need to say that. That's actually Asian philosophy.
Okay.
I mean, it's philosophy for Westerners.
Okay. That's normally the first sentence I tell them after they give me some bad impression, but I don't need to always repeat that. Normally, let's say after they have losing streak and they come back to complain to me or they tell me how bad they feel, I basically say, okay, now I heard enough. Okay, now you tell me what is the first thing to do. You tell me. I'm not gonna say that. You say it. And this is the sentence they're supposed to be able to tell me. Yeah,
pretty much. Yeah, so it's kind of like the attitude here in Japan is basically that, well, most likely also in China, but like, okay, so you lost 10 games, well, that's fine. You will just win the next one, right? Okay, so you lost a game, you have 11 losses so far. What's the matter? So now you just win the next game, right?
Yeah.
And if you're at 100 games, it's still like, okay, so you lost 100 games in a row. Fine, you will win the next one. That's the one you will win.
Yeah.
Until you finally get it. I mean, that's all that's going inside your head. Just win this game. You don't need to think about the number that was before there.
Yeah.
It's just the next game.
One
so
game at a
being
time.
able to get yourself to care about just about the next game is actually a lot of the work there. But yeah, okay, so if the discussion has hiccuped here a little bit, now I thought about an interesting twist to the discussion so far. So, how should I start phrasing this? It's kind of a complicated idea anyway.
Some kind of donkey bridge.
I see. Donkey bridge. We call it in a... Well, a little bit, but it's also about how to affect yourself and your opponent during game, right? I mean, this was supposed to be connected to the dogmatic thinking as well. Like, we're not discussing about dogmatic thinking too much, but I will just quickly recap what I was going to say about it. It was like basically before the AI came up, so we had all these top pros, right? And so many Westerners were going like, Lee Sedol plays this, so it has to be the correct move. I will only play this Josuke and this opening because Lee Sedol plays it, right?
Yeah.
And that's a dogmatic thinking. So you're just this super strong guy does it, so it has to be correct. So just doing it is correct. And now the situation is only different in the sense that we have AI instead of Lee Sedol. And now AI is saying, you will play this move because if you don't, you will lose 0.2 points, right?
So are we going to dogmatic thinking in this stream or not?
No, I'm just using this as a kind of a...
I see.
Preparation for what I'm going into next, right?
Right, yeah.
Yes. So there's... sorry.
Like another good segue. Sorry.
No
You're
problem.
right, AI?
Now it's AI instead of Lee Sedol.
Yeah, but anyway, the point doesn't change that people still are basically going like, this is the correct way to play, right?
Yeah.
But actually, when you play a game of Go, there is so much more than just playing the correct moves and sequences. It's not like I have studied this Josuke with the AI, I can play it perfectly. Yay, now I'm playing Go, perfect Go.
Yeah.
You don't even know if the AI is correct or not.
Yeah.
And even if the AI is correct, if the opponent just plays one move directly, you have something totally different. And then you need to use your own mind instead of the sequence you have researched, right?
Yeah.
And that's actually the main part where the game is, right?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I mean, this is so weird. Like that, you're playing the game most likely because you want to use your own brain, right? And then you are like just blindly following something else, and you're not using your brain.
point is that, you try to find a way you don't have to think finally, right? Whether it's saying Lee Sedol did it, so it's correct, or AI did it, so it's correct. But you're trying to find an excuse for your not thinking, right?
Yeah. That's weird.
Yes. So continuing from this one, so now we have the situation where you are a dogmatic thinker, and I mean just as a thought experiment, and you are playing the AI's correct sequences. And then we have this random, I don't know, let's call it the TieGem Blitz player, who obviously is not playing all the AI's correct sequences. They're like, maybe I should put this up. So just look at the top right corner of this board. So we have like this kind of an enclosure. Your opponent is German 6, and yeah, that works as well. So from the old dogmatic thinking, we know that black A next is the enclosure, right? And then we have the AI move, which is B, which is now also an enclosure, right? And then we have this TieGem, let's call it a 4-down player, who is like, I can make one line further, and it's all mine.
Yeah.
What are you going to do about it? So what do you do here? What's happening right now? So this opponent isn't following your. I mean, you have this model of how the game is supposed to correctly go by the AI thinking, and you know this is how it's supposed to go, but the opponent does something different. The opponent actually tries to get more, like. What is this guy? How can he think he will get away with this, right? He's doing it wrong.
Yeah. Let's burn him.
So,
kill him.
So what would be going through your mind in the game when the opponent does this? The opponent is not doing something correct. The opponent is trying to actually get more, pushing the line.
Yeah. I'd be mad.
I was raging so much when I started at TieGem.
Never wrestle big. You both get dirty and the pig likes it.
The point is that this guy knows quite a bit, right? But the point is that the guy doesn't have memorized sequences inside his memory. The guy has the actual experience of playing a game and making these kinds of unreasonable moves work out. Experience. Jeff, what do you think about this kind of play?
Well, I mean, it's not completely bad, to be honest. And you just have to be patient and continue.
Yeah. Okay, and so let's say the game has proceeded a little bit, and finally you try poking the sun. Maybe you think you can get a ko here or something.
And they try to kill outright.
The opponent will be like, I will kill you. You try to get a ko? No, I kill you. Right?
Yeah. This
and
has
it's like
happened
you're
just
trying to
recently.
force a ko. You try to get black to play R16 so you can make the hanging connection. And still the opponent is like, no, you're dead.
Yeah.
And then also you finally die, and then you lose the game because of that. Something clear?
Lesson learned
Most
at the end.
likely something clear what you're there. Mikko is clapping.
Yeah, like lesson learned. The end.
How can I lose this guy who doesn't know anything?
This has just happened recently. The only difference is I did as black.
And you killed the opponent.
I killed, but it's bad.
Yeah, go.
Because I killed the corner, but yes, he got a lot in the surrounding, so. Yeah, it's not like I speak. Let's say here, Black said, I get more. Did he get more? Locally, yes. And you dare do this? I'm gonna kill you without a code. Is that true? Yes, that's true. But I cannot answer the last question. Is that good?
Yeah, that's the Jeff way of dealing with this kind of a situation.
Yeah.
But like, isn't it the case also for most of our viewers here, basically, that because most of our viewers today, I think, will not be Jeff, or will not have the Jeff thinking, or the Jeff reactions to Jeff's experience and so on. So like, even if you know the normal two extensions here, you know that they are correct,
Yeah,
and then you see this one.
you're like a
It's
fucker.
most likely.
Yeah, that's your reaction. Like,
It's like he dares go one byte further.
yeah,
This is not proper. I will punish him.
yeah,
And then you invade, and then you might even die, right?
yeah.
yeah,
And
that can be
then
problematic.
you will be so bad after that.
I mean, I went for a walk today just to think about this topic because I had prepared this for today, and when I started thinking about it, it was just a little bit like, do you know what dominance contests are for animals when they fight for dominance?
Yeah, like
Basically, like you can have I don't know, 2 stags or something with horns and whatever,
yeah,
and who are basically trying to push the opponent down, but they're not actually trying to kill the opponent or anything. They're not actually striking. They're playfully still fighting, right?
yeah,
So that neither of them will get hurt, right?
yeah,
And like in that kind of a competition, usually you prefer if you don't have to fight at all, right? It like the optimal situation is that you're a little bit bigger, so you make yourself even more bigger, and like make the opponent scared and run away, right? Somehow, when I think about it, isn't this R13 kind of extension here basically the same thing?
yeah.
Like you're
Making a
just
little
trying
bit
to
bigger.
scare the opponent, so you don't actually have to even fight.
Yeah.
And how do you deal with this kind of thing then? So you can be intimidated, and you can be like, yeah, well, fine, you can have the corner. I can do anything about it. And then the opponent gets more, right?
Yeah.
Because they could win the fight without fighting, basically.
Yeah.
Or you could do the opposite way. So the opponent did this because they knew they were a little bit bigger, and they made themselves even more bigger. And you could still try to fight against it, right?
Yeah.
But if the opponent actually is bigger, then that's not going to be you're not going to have a good end, basically. Most of the time, anyway.
Yeah.
But as basically Jeff said in his answer, that's not really all there is about this, because it's not like your choices are be intimidated or directly challenge, right?
Yeah.
In Go, we don't just have this kind of clear yes, no kind of thing, but there's the question of is this move actually good? What is it trying to accomplish? How I can work against it? And like even Jeff's point about Black might be able to kill it, and it still might not be good, right?
Yeah.
Like, can we make this into some kind of sacrifice sequence? Like, I think Black has to work pretty hard. Can we think of something? Well, maybe a touch here.
Yeah.
And like cover here. Actually, I think I just escaped.
Whoops.
Yeah, I think I just escaped. Maybe Black has to try like this, and possibly get a Ponki out of it.
The Black failed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so well, the point is that there could be something. I got a lot more than I expected, but there should be something if you're able to carefully analyze the situation.
Yeah.
But you need to start analyzing it. You cannot just be intimidated or directly challenge. It has to be more specific, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what the game is about.
Yeah, what are the weaknesses of this shape? It's not like you have to have like a dictionary in your head about every situation, but like
you can't have a dictionary of every
situation. Yeah. You want to get like different situations. That's the like beauty of this game. Like,
yeah. Like if you're not enjoying that, then you need Jeff's 3-day break and getting in the winning mood again, right?
Yeah.
That was the main point I wanted to make with this topic, but do we have any comments here? There is only one Jeff. Never wrestle with a pig. You'll both get dirty and the pig will like it. Which is also true, yes.
Let's resign and move to the next game.
But never might be a problem word here, because if your opponent is obviously trying too hard, and you should be challenging it, right? I
Yeah.
mean, like, it's not like it's not like you can say, for example, that this corner is all black territory, right?
Yeah.
It might be that the opponent wants you to invade, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't invade, right?
Yeah.
Subduing opponent. He tries to be the alpha. Is it similar to handicap games where white has the fear aura? White always works because black believes them. Sounds right, no? What do you think?
Yeah. Yeah.
I always
yeah.
think that way in handicap games. Like if the opponent just attacks my stones, then it would be a lot harder already. But
Yeah.
usually they start defending and defending and defending. Then I can do whatever.
Yeah.
And then
Fear
questioning
aura.
the stronger player, just believing, like, okay, yeah, they must have like read everything out, and like they must know because they are stronger.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Sure.
Pro tip: that's not what's going on. I
Yeah.
didn't do that.
Yeah.
Pro tip. I may have read something out, but not everything for sure.
Yeah.
And it's not like the fundamentals of the game change because I'm playing the game. The game is the same.
Yeah. Try it now for only $19.99. Chess break.
Chef's break. Oh yeah, that's like NGD coaching. I mean, the price is 20 euros, right?
Yeah.
20 minutes of talking with Jeff, where Jeff gives extremely valuable advice, like take a break. Actually, it's valuable.
Yeah. Just now, 2020. There.
NGD, yes.
Go to that link and you get chess break.
Do you two have more ideas about how to deal with, mainly losing? Because this ended a little bit earlier than I thought.
Was this the segue to the game that we are looking at, or?
Yes, there's basically the game. So we are looking at one of Jeff Student's game next, right? By Davide, where the opponent is basically doing this "I am big, fear me" kind of thing all the time.
Yeah.
And as per Jeff's explanation of the game, this Jeff Student actually managed to do the "I don't care, I don't care."
Yeah.
Very successful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Entire game.
Yeah, the entire game is like that. Yeah.
So maybe we will just go directly to that one then.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think I will need to open the game separately.
Yeah, that's okay. Yep. Just do that.
So David account is this one. Save the game and upload on NGD room.
Yeah, I can change it to that one.
All right.
Here we go.
And here we are, and I will close the other one. Bloop. And here we are, and then the topic is, I guess I will put the praise at least because like everyone will ask it. So white is who are they? They are like Dennis and Dape.
Okay.
So I guess
black
we need to
Yeah.
Dobranis Dennis.
Yeah.
Odan.
Dobranis, like
That's white.
Dennis, like this. White.
Dobranis. Yep. Dennis with one S.
Yeah.
Yep. Odan.
And
It's Bernardis.
Bernardis.
Oh yeah. Okay. It requires this kind of pronunciation.
I mean, yeah. What was that?
Davide.
Davide.
Like David, but with an E
Yeah,
at the end.
David. Yeah, Davide. Finnish is easy because like we always we always say everything as it's written, so we can actually like speak how
So
it is
it
pronounced.
requires
Like
this kind of pronunciation.
yeah. We can say to each other like how something is written, even if it's different language. That's great.
You can do it in English too. You just do it one letter by letter. Dobranis.
Sure. Yeah. If you want to do that. And that's for done also, but I have limited space here. Maybe I will put it to different.
Maybe you can just remove the first
line.
button as well.
Like maybe like this. For done and black.
Okay, that's fine as well. Yeah. David is 3 done and black.
Yeah.
3 done. Huh?
3 done. Oh, sorry.
Yes. So jumping point scouted out Davide for Jeff, huh?
Yeah, and he's not the only one who has recommended to me about Davide. He's
Nice.
not the only one.
Okay, so I mostly didn't see this game so far, so I think people have some moments as well here.
Yeah.
Right. The R category of fun.
Is this normal?
I don't think it's supposed to be like this. I mean, white is not. Yeah, I wouldn't run white Deathstone like that. Be consider the surrounding.
Right, so which one of these were the player who is not playing Go but is just showing himself as a bigger than he actually is?
You'll see.
Okay.
You'll see.
You will see.
It's very difficult not to be able to see.
Okay, yeah.
Jumping might be a little bit heavy, like I don't know, maybe white might consider a pincer on the upper side. I don't know, maybe around here.
And if black want to capture it, we can let it.
Yeah, possibly. So this one is just drawing the group out and then pincering black.
Yeah, white is attacking black here.
Yes, already.
Already, yeah.
Okay, so black. What?
Yeah. So we have already started from. Nobody started boxing from 20 something moves. White already started.
Okay.
White did a pure reading go.
And it doesn't work.
What?
Okay. No, it just doesn't work. It's just captured, right?
Because of this, it just doesn't work.
God.
But it's not over because black captured them. Black is not alive yet.
Capture of the 5 subjects.
Yeah, it's not alive after capturing the 5, right? So it's not over. The entire game is actually about this.
Oh God.
So now black has to come
And
back.
why to connect this one? My God, why to connect this one? I never expect why to connect this one.
Yeah, the usual feeling would be just to play the Atari.
Yeah,
But
I
of
thought
course,
it has to be
white
that.
cannot do that because that means black's going to
escape
into the center, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
without
black
the
is
Atari.
alive.
Must
Just
kill
about.
everything.
Yeah, white has a pretty, like here, white in this game, he has a goal. That is, I attack you, you need to play M19. Yeah, this is actually white goal in this entire game, regardless he win or not. You know what? Here, because white is thinking like this, if I were black, I'm never gonna do that. I'm never gonna do that. I will do everything, but not I'm not regardless I win or not.
I see. That's what the opponent is saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
The language behind the moves.
Yeah. And Davide is the one who can bear. I'm nothing, fine. Yeah, he can bear that. I can't bear it. Yeah, so that's one thing I very much admire him. He's calm enough to accept that if needed. If needed, of course, not right away. He accepted very late.
Yeah. So first of all, he cuts white, of course. Yeah.
Ooh. Have to give it.
And this one also has to be played. Yes. So white has to. Yes. Ouch.
I don't connect this one.
For liberties.
Yeah.
But anyway, the ladder is working.
It doesn't matter. We can net. We can even net that one, so it's not ladder. And white play this one because he believes it's ladder.
Because yeah, B16 is center. So
Yeah.
please escape and die.
Yeah.
So for the time. So he did it anyway.
What?
Yeah, because he said you have a fake eye.
Ah.
You are not alive. You need to defend. Okay. Yes. Yeah, but white also needs to connect here. That cannot be helped.
Yeah.
Left side is a target.
Yeah. This is a typical time arrogance. Okay.
I wonder if arrogance is the word though, because it might really be that they think that this is how Go is played.
Yeah. This is basically this white player. He believes this is Go.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like But like you also don't argue philosophy with kids, right?
Normally I don't. But David understands it naturally. Yeah.
Oh, what is this movie doing?
It's killing the black group.
It's attaching. You need to do something. So he directly. So basically, the white stones are black is out or white is dead, huh?
Or not.
So like, white might do this, but black will bump here.
Yeah.
So double threat here.
Got it.
I guess it might even be possible that black should play this one first.
Yeah, to me, black can do better.
At least here, yes. Okay, time for left side. Actually, I think this game review will be over way more quickly than.
Yeah.
Like we have 1 hour for this.
Like, which way should black finish this game?
Yeah. The only question white asks black in this game is how do you plan to win? That's the only question white has raised to black. And black has different ways to win. And that's a difficult question to answer about how to win.
Yeah. But yeah, so as with Davide, usually I guess he will just play the kind of he will make good shape and wait until something else happens. And if not, he'll win by 10 points.
Yeah.
Okay, so he took the ladder here, and the right side. Yes, because now he can go. Not even yet. Right side group has to live 2, and cut is center.
That came as bluff.
That's total bluff. Like he's going to cut there, but
F12.
Who can believe that?
David did.
Wow.
So the reading is basically that if we say white has nothing, wedge here.
Yeah, that is the only way.
Yeah.
And
I mean, technically he's right. If we have to argue, technically he's right. But
have to argue about this connection, then it actually is true that black is not connected, yes?
yeah, technically he's right. Yeah.
Which doesn't remove from black all the other options, which are like, for example, here, I think we might just live. I'm alive, so what?
Yes.
Right.
Mhm.
Or I think we can also play from this side, and this looks like a move.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. To me, this is my answer.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
if we just want to live. Yeah.
And if white fights like this, then not too clean actually. But I guess
True.
we will use this one.
You have twice already? Oh, okay, you can also do that. I told me you already have twice.
I have two eyes already. Where?
Oh, how?
This one.
Yeah, this one,
Okay.
and just to make the eye. Atari, and just to make the eye. Sorry.
Okay.
And left
Okay.
side, there has to be an
Yeah,
eye.
yeah.
But remember who we are playing against. This is not an eye.
But we jump on. Oh, we jump on second. He cut, huh? Oh.
We jump on second.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, initially my reading is I jump on the second line, but he cut. Yeah, usually tiger.
Tiger. Ah, jump.
Yeah, initially I thought, but yeah, here he cut. He cut. So there's no eye. I see. Okay, I thought left side there has to be an eye. Okay. Well,
Okay.
technically it's not. Okay. No, okay, then we go to kill the center.
Which probably still should work. I mean, it's got to be a sentence. White has to play here, and then we wrap it up.
Right.
Worst case scenario, this should be as a key.
Yeah.
Feels better though. After looking at this game, I feel like I don't want to translate to Untitled like ever. Black is supremely unconcerned with what's alpha male demeanor. Alpha male, huh? Yeah, so black just connects. I wouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah, he does also.
And then finally,
He can bear this. I can't bear this. But this is the safest way. Here he says, I just win the game, and your two group, you live separately. Now my business.
Right.
Which is also true, actually.
And so I guess right now White is trying to fish for letter breaker.
Yeah.
Or G8. Has to be a little bit later though. White has to live first. Oh, this is painful to watch.
Just take. Black way to play, I can't do it.
I cannot play this either. I will at least push here.
Yeah. Just take this guy.
Is this White on the right side alive? If I clamp or something?
At least it's questionable. I guess in the game, David played one single move. Even he himself will gonna regret, but even that doesn't matter. Yeah, you're gonna see.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll see.
Remove the eyes.
So
C7
he this one. Yeah, but the thing, so White, you can click. Yeah, White block, and then he doesn't know what to do. He just leave it like that. Eventually, that stone is dead.
Wow.
I guess that is the only extent he will gonna feel regret about the game. Otherwise, he wouldn't. Yeah.
Feels like there should be something. What's the way to do this?
There has to be. There has to be. I'm not sure if that's killing something though.
This doesn't feel like a kill, no.
Yeah, but something easy.
Must be something, right?
But it also makes a difference that, for example, this kind of a white move is going to be 100% center. So actually,
Yeah.
it's pretty hard.
I mean, like this, yeah, I think like this, there's something. I don't think like this,
No,
there's
like
anything.
this, it's impossible. So black will
Yeah,
have to
I
make
can't
this
see.
kind of move, of course.
Yeah.
Well, it makes sense he played on the left side anyway. So white, yeah, that's normal. Just normal, huh?
And white didn't give up his attacking intention.
What is he attacking now?
You'll see.
But there's no weak black group.
I know, but there is.
There's not, but there is.
The whole group.
What? And he doesn't play the Atari.
Yeah, he should. Yeah, but he didn't. Yeah.
Yeah, like usually you play this shape and here, so that white cannot take because of the counter Atari. And if white extends, well, then we think again. We might just take the corner in this case.
Yeah.
Okay. Huh. What?
Yeah, you're not alive.
You're not alive. It doesn't even work, right?
I don't think it does. No.
And then he gives it. Wait. So if he plays this once more, so he has to go out to avoid the ladder. And so around here, black goes back, or?
Yeah, black has to go back. To me, it's not absolutely clear.
I mean, if white plays the cut, then he should do this as well, right?
But the problem is not white. This corner is in the center. After black captured the center, white center is gone. Yeah.
Falling into pieces.
Yeah. So yeah, the corner is itself is unclear.
And like, for example, if you try to cut here, well,
just take. Yeah, take is absolutely.
Right.
Because cut is even going to be center, huh?
Yeah. So it's the black can do whatever here.
I'm going to kill you first. No, I cannot do it.
I know what you're talking about.
Keeping the game live, did white ever have a reasonable chance?
Did white ever? Yeah, white had a reasonable chance until this move.
Exactly.
Well, okay, I guess here it's still a reasonable chance, but pretty quickly. I have no idea.
Yeah, okay.
So this didn't happen. White sacrificed. Has to connect.
And this move is amazing.
Wow.
Yeah,
I'm amazed white can play this move instead of resigning. I mean, this is usually the kind of move you play to make your opponent think that they should resign, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I remember at least one game by Cho Chikun where Cho was basically winning by so much that he played an empty triangle to get the opponent. He picked the worst shape, which was an empty triangle, just to get the opponent to resign.
This game I'm having fun. Yeah, while I was watching, I was definitely having fun. Yeah, to answer Victor. Yeah, because this one play. It's let's say I don't remember when last time I see this kind of wide play. And black just do, black basically is always playing. I call it my bottom line. My bottom line is this, and black doing exactly that.
So yeah, when it's enough, then you should just do that. So now white is attacking the center. I see.
Yeah.
The plan is
but black has prepared yellow for the two eyes.
Turtle style.
Yeah. White must be mad.
We had this really nice go saying in Finnish, like when you're playing this kind of an opponent who is like super aggressive and just like trying to kill whatever.
Yeah.
So basically, removing all of your
Yeah.
just making your weak groups live against this kind of player is like taking a computer from a nerd.
Yeah.
Like taking the computer from a nerd. Like, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
Existential crisis.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly like somebody said earlier about the pigs, and you shouldn't do that because the pig is actually liking it. So yeah,
exactly.
Never get down to their level.
Likes it.
Yeah.
Wait, so is White actually getting?
No, White is alive.
How to lose an argument with an idiot?
I see.
First they argue with you. You bring you down to their level, and when you argue at their level, they beat you with experience.
With experience. Okay. Yeah, because it's not like, I mean, they got to their level after all, so they have to have something to back it up, right?
Yeah.
Experience usually, if nothing else. If it's not knowledge, then it's experience. Yeah, actually, just not having weak groups might not be a good idea against this type of player.
Yeah.
They will be forced to play reasonable moves. But the question is if they can play reasonable moves.
Yeah, that is a big question.
because when you have this kind of playing style by experience, then you don't have the reasonable move experience, right?
Yeah.
Usually
their like reasonable moves are not that strong. They can play reasonable probably, but they're not like the strongest possible because they are not playing that kind of Go, so they don't know how to play strong that kind of Go.
Yeah, of course it's just an in general argument, but in general it should.
Sure.
Yeah.
You guys know Henry Hemming? Yeah, that was in my mind. I mean, I've played against Henry Hemming like that, and like, yeah, he wasn't happy about it.
Challenge the opponent no matter what, huh? Okay, so do we have a second game for today? Because this was over a little bit too quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was done in 17 minutes.
Yeah. And here, he even connected this one.
But there's no risk.
Yeah, there's no risk, but I think Black stops thinking here.
Sure, yeah.
Well, yeah, he doesn't have to think anymore.
Yeah.
Well, he has to think in the sense that, oh, the opponent played an Atari, I need to answer.
Yeah. That kind of
this much, then,
Yeah, we have like 45 minutes still, so...
Yakago says, feel free to review my game. Was it interesting? Show me all of Yaka's weaknesses.
It's interesting to me.
Let me see matchups here. Niels is Niels Jeff's student?
Yeah, sure.
He played Asu. Did you see that game?
Yeah, but that game.
Not too good.
I'm not sure how to. Yeah, I mean, because you know, something we can talk in the streaming, something we shouldn't. Yeah, so I'm thinking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you can just say that you'd prefer to do some other game.
Yep.
But I actually because Niels earlier he was speaking. Niels was speaking here, and if he would like to do that, sure.
If you want some entertainment, there's my festival versus Stanislav.
Okay.
Festival.
Oscar's festival. does Stanislaw fit into this kind of pressuring kind of player? Played at 10 in the evening. So hero next door is Niels, or
Yeah.
Niels doesn't. Should we do that one then?
Sure.
Sure.
Jeff's direct student would be easier for here, yes.
Oh.
If we start taking everybody's games, then we're going to have a lot of requests.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me see. It's on KGS?
Yeah, so just go to, you can just search
I'll
for
go
from
to us.
Asu.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that game, yes.
What is it, Mikko?
But by the way, does Jeff still have like open slots for students? Because last time, so
I think Jeff got a lot of requests already.
Yeah, you can still send application because I'm still hesitating. But yeah, actually, I should tell that some of yeah, I'm sorry to eventually I haven't really decided anything yet. But I have to say sorry to some of the applicant in the end. But you don't need to worry. I promise once I have a new slot open, you'll be the first one I'm gonna notify. But yeah, I have to say sorry to many in the end. Yeah.
Okay, so the file is open and Mikko needs to connect it.
is it this
And
one?
Jeff should join as well.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay,
this
one
one. There's
second,
3 of them, so I was confused.
Could you talk about psychological war
Hmm?
or experiences?
Oh well, yeah. If you have like topics for us to talk about in some other Go jams, you can like post them to Discord or whatever. Like, so we would have like ideas for the next ones. Of course, like we will like also come up with our own topics, but like considering your like requests is also welcome. And yeah.
Like
I
I
guess,
usually use almost whole day for this just to figure out what's interesting to talk about, trying to connect different things.
yeah. And I guess because like we hit already 200, we are most positively to like already say that we will have the 4th, but we still have way to go for the 5th.
Yeah.
And the 6th and the 7th.
Yes, as long as you have money to give us.
Okay, so in this one, Assu is white and Niels is black.
Yes.
Can you change
Right.
that?
So me and Mikko need to change the name.
Yeah.
Player's name.
Yes.
5 done and 4 done?
Yeah.
5 and 4.
Do I put just Assu?
It's a shorter, yeah?
Wow, Cell outworked.
Wrestling with pigs.
Wrestling with pigs. Thank you for 10 euros, Marcel. Thank you.
Thanks.
Let's put just Assu Savolainen because reasons. And 5 done, 6 done, 5 done, 5 done. Yes. And who was the other one?
Niels Remberg. I mean, Mikko, you can see the name that is spelling in the chat of the game.
Oh.
Yeah, can
Right.
you see it?
Yeah. There. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Schomberg. Okay, and he is foreigner.
Territory versus influence. Is human better with either compared to a computer? So if a computer if there's a game that has territory versus influence and the AI says it's 50-50, does it actually favor a human player in one of the directions? Pretty wide topic, you could say.
Yeah.
I mean, at least it depends on your playing style, right? I mean, already if you prefer a territorial game or an influential game, it makes a big difference. But should we Human better with either compared to a computer.
Confident humans can handle territory better. Well, yeah, it comes many times. It comes just to like your style. How do you play?
I'm
Or
not sure if I'm
using
understanding
it?
the question correctly. But like we know that humans cannot beat top AIs, so that cannot be the question either. So is it after all how humans are able to play out territory or influence? I mean, that's how I understand the question. But then it has to be about style, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe Akako can elaborate on this one. Okay, but let's start with this one in the meantime.
Sure.
Yes. So Asu is the Finnish 5
Is he also
player.
Finnish champion right now? I didn't quite follow recently.
I
Finnish
think so,
Finnish championship is played in like last year. Finnish championship is played like around this time or like even later. It hasn't played.
Last year's Finnish championship final hadn't happened yet.
Yes.
Not yet, so they should be playing soon.
Yeah, so it's still open. Who is the championship?
Yeah, so
So it's
but
between-
the question is if they can reach out Prodi.
Yeah.
They will play next week, it seems.
Ah,
In
okay.
exactly
they
one
will?
play.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, nice.
Okay.
So Prodi
Yeah,
and
but-
Assu. So this is the like Finnish like I don't know how to like championship like runner up or I don't know.
The motivation is that you often hear people say, but oh, the computer is much better at handling the center, for instance. So the question is if you believe there's some general bias of what is better for a human compared to an AI. Well, there are kind of board positions that are easier for humans to understand than others, right? I mean, like there are board positions where the AI says, okay, it's 50-50, but there's this huge moyo which one of the players has to invade and handle correctly, and it's kind of difficult, right? And where it might be that finally the correct result is you die inside the moyo but get just a few forcing moves from the outside, which are worth it, and then the game is even, right? So is there some kind of tendency in that? That's a question, huh? What can the computer do relatively better compared to humans? Well, that's an easy question on the other hand. Jeff, what do you think?
Should that be our question on everything?
Everything, but what
Like,
does the computer
generally
do
better.
comparatively better?
Yeah.
Like for example, the computer might be a little bit better at endgame, but it might be a lot better at something else.
Yeah.
A lot better.
I mean, I tend to like say that center is, but like, yeah, Jeff, go.
Yeah, so it's similar. In a relatively abstract situation, find out what exactly you should do. Yeah, people probably know in general what I should do, but exactly what it should be is very difficult. And they know what exactly you should do. Yeah.
It comes from because the AI has a really, really good grasp on the whole bird judgment, which humans really cannot do.
Yeah.
Like for a human to start with, it can be very difficult to evaluate how valuable this influence should be. And the AI is kind of like reading 50 moves ahead and seeing, like, yeah, it's exactly 13 points over here.
Yeah.
Well, something along those lines anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, how exactly something should be. So I guess that basically means that some extremely unbalanced whole board situation will be easier for an AI than for a human. Like a situation where one player only has territory and the other player only has influence, then that's going to be difficult for any kind of human player, right? No matter if you have territory or the moyo.
Yeah.
If you have territory, you need to be able to handle the framework. If you have the framework and the opponent invades, you need to be able to kill it, right? So it's difficult no matter what you're doing. And then the AI will just play a few stones. Oh, look, it's working perfectly. Now I sacrifice them. Now I win.
Yeah.
But I guess that would be a kind of general... Game being difficult doesn't say much who is going to win in the end.
And then you might say it coin flip. Well, they're going forward with this question then. Like it feels very loaded. What do you want to hear?
Good player always wins the coin flip. But at least to my tentative answer to the question would be very polarized board positions, which are not clear with what should be done. Like, for example, total territory against total influence. I cannot think of a better answer for now, at least. What I hear is it's complicated. Yeah, that might be it. Let's go with the game for now, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So almost mirror. Okay, that's going to be a tenuki. And black doesn't honey. And white doesn't play it either.
That's important.
I mean, Jeff, don't you want to play here? You don't?
I'm not sure if I do.
Why not? Okay, so let's
Let's
play a little bit. What do you do as white?
So clearly what we're gonna do Q4. That I already know.
Okay, so I guess I will do the peaceful way here.
Yeah, and so we just do the normal stuff, yeah.
So I guess like I go out or something. Not sure if I should
game
take
on.
or Q6 I mean.
Game on. Yeah, your next move is crucial. Yeah. So will you invade the bottom?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, then to me that hunt is not that attractive if not much can be done at the bottom.
Yeah, so how much it
I
creates
might
here?
just play in the last corner maybe.
Okay. So why you want the honey so much here?
Because white didn't play there. I played this push, so of course I'm expecting white to answer.
Oh.
And, so when white doesn't play there, obviously I need to continue with this one because that was my point with push. No.
I see. So you are saying black should have Tanuki if he doesn't plan to honey here.
Not necessarily, but at least this should be a valid move in that case. I mean, this should be something you want to play quickly. No?
So what are the other options then if you do? Because you have to play something in there, like.
I guess then you just slide immediately.
Yeah, I would just
to make
that.
white stronger.
Yeah, sure.
But I think black want to fight for Sene. Black wanted to fight for Sene, and white wanted that too.
Yeah. So white just took it.
Somehow, just if white now gets back to here, to me it feels like white got extra here, because white got the M3 for N2. Isn't that the case?
Maybe, but I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah.
The is normal anyway. But if the game goes this far, then at least now I will play this one for sure. So then we play something in the upper right corner. I try to get sent depending on how it goes. What's the sequence nowadays?
Yeah.
But anyway, I try to get sent to play in this area then. Maybe a high one.
Okay.
Yeah, let's say that honey make more sense if our continuation is at the bottom.
Okay, so let's see. So white doesn't play that. Okay, thank you. And white answers. Okay, perfect. Okay. Would you double honey, Jeff?
No.
You wouldn't double honey. Because of this?
Yeah, because let's say I still think about white bottom. This will gonna make invading the bottom harder.
So
Yeah,
if
I believe. Yeah, so white lobby again, likely here.
yeah,
Black
yeah,
go back. Oh, so you're gonna skip that move.
You bastard.
you can have it.
No, Andy, you want to skip that D9 move, right?
Sure.
You want to skip that move, I see. That's why I want to double hunt, because to me, the black sooner or later need to go back. You want to skip that.
No.
Uh-huh.
This arrogant bastard. He wants everything. Well, not sure if the direction is actually good, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, white's going to push. He plays once more. So white will also. White doesn't push more. White switches here.
Push more everybody with Tanuki.
Everybody and their grandmother will Tanuki. But still, it's kind of delicious, no?
Yeah, let's say so. It's when black Tanuki is basically white have a wall basically from the top to bottom. It's like the Iron Curtain.
Eventually, like something like this, right?
Yeah, they're like Iron Curtain.
Iron Curtain. Nice. Okay, but white's doing something very different. Okay, AI Joseki. That goes in. Sacrifice the one stone. Wait, what's going on?
Yeah, this is something I didn't understand either.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
Okay.
Language changes, take your medicines.
What? This isn't really a shape.
Yeah.
Wait. So I have no idea what transpired on the right side.
Yeah, they just played more.
The thing is, I didn't understand. They both value L17 very low. To me, that's pretty big, but they both value it very low.
Yeah, so instead of black played like N15, and that was some kind of a preparation for black to do something on the right side, and I don't know what's going on there. Okay, now white got it.
Yeah. Play this one next. So I mean, it kind of looks like white's all second line on the right side, but black doesn't have territory either. So it's the kind of nobody has anything kind of game. Well, black has the left side, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so black's like a little bit over 40 points. And white's also around that. And it used to be like this.
Yeah.
So the right side kind of became like 0, and white got the upper side instead, and lower right corner disappeared. But also black got 2 moves on the lower side.
So just destruction everywhere.
Kind of, yeah. Okay, let's see it again. Invasion.
Mhm.
Pincer.
Mhm.
Black jumps, so white does a leading attack on the right side. I
Right.
mean, this is basically helping black form shape on the upper side
So, yeah.
so that white's getting stronger shape on the right, which he can use to attack the black group here, right?
Mhm.
That's how it goes.
Yeah.
And then white doesn't play it. So logically, it would be this one.
Logically, it should be the attack, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So J17 is like, well, I will do that, but before that, I will ask this question.
Yeah, it seems a little bit like it wants to exchange this one.
Yeah. But then.
Okay, so Cody is leading. Bye.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bye. See you.
Okay.
Good luck to your game. So then black didn't do that, but
Well, for black, it's a little bit easier to play elsewhere here because the black shape in general is quite flexible around here.
Yeah.
So it's like black can give up a 1 or 2 stones somewhere, but the group is going to be fine. So black Tenuki here is good for sure. White most likely should have used
Yeah.
this one. Is Q8 an idea? Ploy for center. Q8 here. This one will get countered. But not too easy. Double honey is pretty severe. Do we do the very brutal way?
I want to.
Okay.
Charge.
Let's go.
Risky, very risky. I'm not gonna do this. Yeah.
Here, and now white's got a pretty big weakness at the S6. Go to war, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think we need to play Hane here and connect. So now S6 is fixed.
Still doesn't look good.
But now white can win almost any capturing race. White can win almost any capturing race. What does that mean? Go for it? No, that doesn't work. I wanted to go for it like this.
Yeah, that's a little bit short.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a bit short.
I mean, you can capture the stones there, right?
No.
Could they capture?
Yay!
While sacrificing
the sacrifice the honor. Yay!
Yay! Maybe not. Consolation prize or participation prize, was it?
Yeah, bet.
Can we do this one? Is this more interesting? So my reading is that if black goes out, I think I should have a move here.
Yeah.
So black will take the stone.
Chapter. Black can make it.
It's not locally alive, but there's a capturing race, so.
Yeah.
It's going to be a Seki at best. White's not doing very good here.
Yeah, so both live in the end, huh?
That's not good for white. Touch outside. Touch outside means white. Black wants to play this one. So this will come to the same one as earlier. No good.
Yeah.
Cut is going to be here. Extend out.
Yeah, it barely works.
But worst shape ever. But
you can empty triangle directly.
Empty triangle direct. Oh.
Yeah. So it barely works.
Fine.
Yeah.
Perfect. So this might be it actually then.
Yeah.
So what's this kind of a capturing race now?
No, it feels like white shouldn't die.
I guess we make the eye, and do we have time to take this one even? Yeah, it feels like we have time. So if black just tries to, I guess black should do it. Not sure. One. This one is center. Well, it's something like this basically. Wait a second. There's a story. But there's also the P5. P5 is okay. So black had to play it here.
Then black cannot make it. And black cannot make it.
So as we can clearly see,
As we can clearly see, yes. Okay, that's a close call. But okay, so we can say that Q8 is maybe possible, but will lead to interesting things. I would be a little bit interested in this one too, though. Even if there's double honey. I mean... well, okay, it's a bit risky for white as well. Okay, maybe not this way. Make it the earlier one after all. Okay. Anyway, jump is the normal move. So what's this?
I don't get it.
I mean, now the discussion should be that white played a forcing move with A on the upper side.
yeah.
And black ignored it by playing P8, P10, which was, we could argue it's correct. But now white's point of view should be that, okay, so black didn't answer on the upper side, so he should continue, right?
Yeah.
Some normal move there.
Yeah.
And instead white does something different. I mean, S5 can make sense in the way that if white doesn't do something, maybe black does like this and white is under attack, right?
So is S5 again like some kind of forcing before doing some?
Well, S5 is starting to make the white group stronger.
Yeah.
But if white's point is that some black move like this 07 was severe, then this move is clearly wrong, right?
Yeah.
I mean, then it's defending and attacking at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So... So then black returns to the upper side. Although it's still not this one, huh? Why is it
Why
not
not block here?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
What the hell
so
is
it must be
2015?
something about this cut?
So, yeah.
Take it, huh?
Yeah.
Arr.
It's such a big stuff. Okay, then you can take the rest of the world. Yeah.
Making shape and center should be enough for this, yeah. Should be. Yeah, that should be fine. So black plays a slow move. Okay, so white's this one does make sense because white is defending and also attacking. Black plays in the center here.
Yeah, this is probably why he connected.
Yeah, this must be the reason, because why not? Why else he plays there?
Yeah, so the argument is that black can attack around here next.
Yeah.
Yeah, the problem is I'd rather he directly play this move.
Yeah, it's territory and eyes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So force white to go to the outside with something like this.
Yeah.
And maybe
Then I take the money.
take the money here, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just this move looks pretty big as well now.
Yeah, this moment.
Take this money maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's also
Maybe
about security. Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
sure.
So white takes the money here, and then black goes back. And white takes the... Alright, white cuts first. White... sorry. Cuts first. Cut first here. Is this so severe? I mean, we can definitely play here, right?
Yeah. To me, I just don't understand both sides value this move very low.
Yeah.
How does white try to attack this center? Finally, it has to be this kind of a jump, right?
Mhm.
But then black just pushes out.
Yeah.
So if white wants to attack, it has to be from the center.
Yeah, so
So
it's
attack.
easy. Yeah.
And well, Hane is normal, I guess.
Yeah.
Sacrifice one stone. Basically alive.
Yeah. So, but I think white give black opportunity because white did this one.
It's
And
cute.
black
Yes,
cannot
now
get
it's
black.
stronger and black has center.
Yeah, so why not IL-17? I don't get it.
How about black L17 at K18? So not this one, but this one, huh?
A little bit more
Okay.
forcing.
Looks puzzle, yeah.
A little bit more active, or I guess.
Shape-wise.
Like
Okay,
there.
for now, fine. For now, it's fine.
Yeah, there's no way it can go bad.
Okay.
Technically, you could try to challenge it like this, right?
Yeah.
But
And
yeah,
then
for now,
cut
it's fine.
here. But the black will turn. Okay,
Yeah.
so we try to connect here, but black moves out because there's no ladder.
Yeah.
So it looks manageable. A little bit weak, but I mean thin. So it's a question of if white will get this one first, or if black can prevent it with this type of shape.
Right.
Yeah, J2 here is a little bit strange. Yeah, okay, so white does it. Okay, so territorial game now, huh?
Yeah. It's supposed to be okay. And here, white basically started doing the last white game work.
The last white game?
Yeah, you know, the last white game, white is basically pointing fingers all the time. And here, white is doing that too.
Okay.
Yeah. But the problem here is, the result in this game is all different because of black bought it.
Bye, Badok Bum.
Oh, right.
Bye.
Oh yeah, black's buying it all. Okay, so this center becomes territory.
Yeah.
That's painful. Barely connected, no two eyes. Ouch. And back to defend, okay. And that P12 is necessary, huh? No, he should avoid that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so it feels like white got one endgame move for free now.
Yeah.
How did black get wrecked this badly?
Yeah, it might be more interesting to have a look at that instead of
this moment.
So yeah.
Yeah. Somehow this succeeded so well.
Diagonal here, huh? The last 20 moves feel like black played non-moves. Yeah, pretty much. R2 is a little bit small, yes.
The blame could also go a little bit to like moves like J2 earlier, which are not doing that much.
Yeah, most likely L17 was bigger at that time, but still, it shouldn't be the situation here that the black is too bad. So we could go from here on. Most likely this defense isn't necessary either, though.
R2 is
I would
European
just
kind.
push a little bit here now.
Yeah, at least go forward a bit, yes.
This is just defending.
Mm.
And for this one also feels like something in the, like this one maybe. Connecting should be more interesting than just because R2 isn't really a nice endgame move to get. So
Mm.
Hello,
This kind of-
Telegraph Co.
the white field.
American.
Yeah, so once black attack, actually white center, that all game is very thin. But when black is defending all the way, then that move is fine.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now white's just getting back here.
Mm.
And this mode, have to play this one.
Mm.
Well, we have options.
Yeah, black is in a complete defending mode, and yeah, that's impossible. Mm.
Yeah, like here, I guess the feeling should be a little bit like these intersections shouldn't be worth that much here.
Mm.
Mm.
Or at least, if black is forced to play here, black is basically playing a dummy move. It
Yeah,
might be connecting, not doing anything else.
Right.
So at least, I guess if I was black, I might try to play something like this here. Check white's answer.
Right.
So most
So
likely,
white will.
white
I
takes
think
like
white will. Oh, white in the game, white play the clamp, but he will still play the clamp.
a clamp here, huh?
Yeah. He will still do this.
I see. So the argument is that white can cut like this.
Yeah.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
It's
I
not so
guess
easy.
so, yes.
Mm. To me, black has missed the window already.
But there still should be a way to make it go better than the game. I just need to get the better. But yeah, okay, this is a little bit painful already, this shape.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, to me, black has missed the window already.
It is painful.
At least not this.
At least do not attack this one. Yeah.
Yeah.
There should be a way here, or there should be a way here, so no need to defend.
Yeah.
Alright. And this one too, well, it's kind of big though. Okay, so what? It's the end game. Pointing so much. Now the upper side, we get this.
Yeah, this moment is done already.
Yeah, this is done.
Mm.
Huh. That happened pretty quickly, actually.
Yeah.
One bad shape in the center, and that's done.
It's sad.
So, like around here, it should be just something like
Yeah,
that.
it has to be pushed, yes.
In the game, black didn't play it because of this white honey becoming center, I guess.
Yeah.
It's pretty
And getting pushed here as well.
So that white attack was surprisingly efficient. This one.
Well, looking at the result, you can say that. Although we should say that it was the black defense that was inefficient.
Yeah.
But it's
Well,
two sides of the
yeah. In this game, it was surprisingly working. Yeah.
Like most likely, if you just play one line further inside here, it makes a huge difference already.
Yeah.
Because this way, black's threatening to go inside, right?
Yeah.
So vital block there. Black will extend. This one is still aiming at the Kema.
Yeah.
So
A lot more space to
I don't
like.
know, maybe white plays again, but we extend, and I still threaten this one.
Yeah.
And if you now defend with something like I don't know here, well, I fix it in center.
Yeah. We have already so much space and like a connection and everything, so it should be fine. Yeah. So what did black do here? Like.
Well, white did this kind of thing, and black was like, no, let's not fight.
So what?
Right?
Yeah. What was that? No move here. Like what is next move for black? What did
just this one?
Okay. Yeah. So this is basically the no. Okay. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
It's not exactly that N8 is super bad or anything, but it's like the general way of
the attitude.
Like Black said, is just falling behind and let's not fight.
Yeah.
If we try to combine it with the talk we had earlier.
Right. So that is the lesson from this game and the earlier one.
And the previous one as well. Yeah. In that one, Black did really good.
Yeah. So good examples of like how to do it well and how to not do it.
Actually, yeah, it's not too bad accidents because I just picked the first game and this was random, but
yeah,
I guess it's common enough anyway that
totally planned. Yeah, it's totally common to have that kind of like either you fight and you like succeed or like die trying or then you don't.
Fight or flight, I think it's called.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess that's pretty much it's pretty much.
You're studying the end time,
yeah. Just 3 hours now.
And we have already next Go Jam fixed, right?
Yeah, so we can fix the date also for that one, I guess, or.
So going by the design up to now, it should be April 17, I think, third Saturday, if that works.
Yeah, that should work for me at least, yes.
And it's still going to be 1 p.m. finish time, right?
Yeah. The normal NGD time also.
The time in Japan will be different because of daylight saving time.
Oh, right.
Also,
but it's just easier, right?
For me, it's generally easier, yeah? So it means it's 7 o'clock instead of 8 o'clock.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, mark it 7.
So when do you change to like daylight saving time? Because for us, it's going to be...
We don't change.
You don't change at all, right?
Japan is smart in that sense.
Yeah.
That's
at this point. If you have any short questions, you might
have
answered. Now it's a good time to think of anything.
Yeah. Just shortly. Yeah. So yes.
So 17th of April.
17th of April will be the next one. So that will be. Is it 4 weeks exactly? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Yeah. So exactly in 4 weeks. And yeah, thank you for donating so generously and making this happen. Every euro helps us to hold this because Antti is a Japanese pro and can't do this for free. So otherwise we wouldn't ask this. Our streams are always like for free, of course. But like this is special case. So. Thank you for like supporting us, and any questions before we go or? I was a little bit dozing in the end. I've been like a little bit sick still, so like I didn't sleep well, and I was like just barely staying awake. Well. So sorry if my energy was a little bit down, but yeah. But yeah. Managed. I'm not sure if this is like corona or anything because like I haven't taken the test yet because I don't also want to go to take the test because that would be my only going out at the moment. I'm not going anywhere, so I will just see how it goes and yeah.
Like if you're just cooped up inside all the time, that would already cause it, I guess.
Yeah, that could be, but like before that I was going to like of course like walks and stuff like that, but now I'm feeling bad and I don't want to even like go out to like spread it, so like I'm just staying inside and doing as much as I can, like some moving here. So.
When you review your games, do you actively search for ways you could simplify the game more when reviewing?
Actively search for simplifying.
I guess I mostly don't. I'm more into, like, when I review a game, I would check it with the AI and I would try to see what the AI thinks the judgment is and where would be the best moves in general. That's for me anyway.
As your own games.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my tournament games, for example.
Yeah.
But I guess if there was something like I had a huge lead and then I messed up somewhere, then I would most likely try to find the moment where it started to go downhill. So
Yeah.
that basically, I guess, that fits this one.
Yeah.
But in general, not.
Any other questions? Yeah, so mark your calendars already the 17th, so that's
April 7th.
In 4 weeks.
And NGD will have a lecture in 1 week, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So lectures are on Nordic Gojo's channel over there, and every other content for Nordic Gojo can be found from there. And the previous our streams on Saturday, this like GoJam streams, and also the Friday streams with Jeff are in YouTube. And my light is just shutting down itself. It wants to go already. Like I have that kind of like a weird like strong light. How do you call it? Like that wakes you up also. So I So sometimes it forgets what is the time, and now it says that it's 7 o'clock. So it started to wake me up. It like slowly wakes up. So like it started that kind of program, and it like was going red, and then it goes gradually it goes like brighter and brighter, and it's like that kind of like a very strong light kind of thing.
Light.
So like it starts at 7 o'clock every like Monday to Friday, and now I forgot the time because I disconnected it.
I mean,
yeah, that's great.
It seems
That's
like
great.
a nicer way to wake up than the usual alarm sound.
Yeah, definitely is. And I even had like a nature sounds like that it would like in 12 minutes, so 7:12, it would like go and sing some birds and like stuff like that. But then now when it's spring and I hear the like birds anyway outside, I started to wake up to those birds, and then I had to change the alarm sound a little bit.
I see.
There were different options, luckily, but like yeah, I started to like wake up to real birds, so I didn't want to keep that sound anymore. But yeah, so YouTube is there. You can find the compilations and like Go Jams and Friday streams and everything.
Did you make any compilations yet from the Go Jams?
I made one like a 45-minute version, but I don't think that I'm going to continue those because people are like we are probably interested in different things. If you're interested in like our like first part where we talk, you don't want to cut that much from there because it's like like somebody said like it was kind of like a core radio. So like that's probably that you want to listen to the whole thing anyway. And if you're then like looking for the review part, I don't think that can be also like cut that efficiently anyway. So it would take like a lot of time to make such a version that maybe someone is interested in watching. So I rather like use my edit time and stuff like that to like make other compilations. So
so the solution is have more Go Jams to make it into Go Radio, right?
Yes. Yeah, more Go Jams, and thank you for joining and following and donating and everything. Let's see if we have anyone streaming Go at the moment. I guess there should be some playing Corona Cup games at least.
I can see some already. Yeah.
Should be Corona Cup going on, yeah.
Yeah. So we have many.
There's Tanuki. Should we go there? Finnish player playing Corona Cup. Yeah, go there. Tanuki. He doesn't have any viewers at the moment, but let's surprise him and go to see how he plays Corona Cup. And yeah, we will see you on next Friday with Jeff, and with me on Wednesday I will play more Nintendo Switch games. And yeah.
Did you try Hades yet, by the way?
I didn't yet. I have too many games to
You have
play.
It's too
Yeah,
good. On
I
Switch,
will.
it's too good.
Okay, yeah, I will buy it because it's on Switch, so I can do that. Yes.
Yeah.
That's a good
Okay.
suggestion. Yes. Okay. So yeah, let's go there and see you next time. Bye bye.
See you.
Right. Bye.